Hello and welcome to an episode of Gamesoverplastic. This is episode number 53. Yep, we're at 5-3 already. Feels like yesterday we just started. Pretty crazy stuff. If you are watching this, it is currently February 7th. When we're recording, it's February 7th. So this is before the Super Bowl. So I am either very happy that the Patriots won or I'm very sad that the Patriots lost. But you know what? I'm happy for the ride we've been on, so I'm pretty excited. I got my Mac Jones jersey. Mac Jones. Oh my god! I got my Drake May jersey on, not Mac Jones. Got my Drake May jersey on, ready to go. Let's go, Pats. Yep, we'll find out tomorrow. But I am joined by a recurring co-host who comes off and often, and that is Lockmort. Lock, how are you doing?
Hello. Thank you for having me again. I guess I'm the midnight substitute today. So Avowed is awesome, great game. I don't know what else he likes. Other shitty games are great. So there you go.
Some random MMO from like early 2000s.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
I forget what it was called. He like randomly said it once, and remember me and you were like, "What is this?" I looked it up, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah. So obviously, Midnight can't join us. He has some stuff, but I love whenever we've done, he's like, "Yeah, I played this MMO for like 1,000,000 hours back today." I'm like, I've literally never heard of that game.
What is it? EverQuest or what is it?
No, it was like some weird random MMO.
Oh, yeah, I'd have to pull it up. It was some MMO I've literally never heard of. Like, even I, who is not into MMOs, has heard of like RuneScape, Guild Wars, World War. I've heard of all those.
Club Penguin.
Yeah. But this was one I had literally never heard of, and I don't think many people have. But it was one that Midnight loved. It was
so cool. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out what it was, but yeah.
Midnight is awesome.
Yes, we are also joined by one of my favorite co-hosts, Hodge. Hodge, how you doing?
One of your two favorite co-hosts out there, but I'm doing good. I'm excited for the Super Bowl. Other than I will not be watching the halftime show. I will be turning that off because I'm not a Bad Bunny fan. But
I've never watched a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, it was funny. The only one I really remember watching was the one that had like Snoop Dogg and Eminem and all that, because that was kind of a cool like 90s throwback halftime show. But I've watched a lot of the games at one of my buddies' houses, and it's so funny because all the guys will be out there watching football, and then kind of when the commercials start, that's when the women start paying attention, and then the halftime show is when the women start really paying attention, but all the guys are like, all right, this is time to go get beer and food. So it's kind of funny, like trading who's watching when. It's a lot of fun. But
here's what I do. Here's what I do during the halftime show. I take the remote and I rewind it and rewatch the last like 30 minutes of the actual game. Let's do that again.
There you go. Locke, do you I know it's a pretty nation or like international thing that Super Bowl is one of the most, I think it's the most viewed only behind the World Cup. So do you ever watch the Super Bowl or nah?
I didn't even know it was on. I couldn't care less. But I'm happy for you guys that it's that it's on. It's a very American.
Not a big sports guy, I think. So
no. But people here, they have like Super Bowl parties, but nobody understands like the game or anything. They just want to drink with people and watch something. I guess. Yeah.
Well, my team is in it for the 10th time in my lifetime, and that is more than any team in NFL history, and that is only since 2000.
Nice. And have they won before, or
they have won 6 of them?
Oh shit! Okay, so what do you think this time? Are they going to win or?
My score prediction: 23-20. Patriots win. We got the big victory. Yep, and we got a Super Bowl title before the Bills, even though Tom Brady's gone.
I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds really cool. I'm happy you're very enthusiastic about it. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, they had the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, which is why they won so many.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been in a skid for basically since he left the team, and they're finally back to being really good.
And when he says skid, it's only 6 years.
Yeah.
Whereas other franchises have been looking for their quarterback for 50 years.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Drake May's the guy. I think they had an easy schedule, but they're definitely a good team. They're not. I think the Seahawks.
When we're holding that Lombardi trophy, We'll
Yeah, we'll
see.
see. We'll see.
Number
But Locke,
7.
yeah, Locke, I gotta ask you though. I heard you say it on one of your streams a couple of days ago. I think I left a comment, but you must have missed it because you keep missing my comments.
Sorry,
But
yeah. So you told me, yeah.
but
Sorry.
did you say you used to play rugby?
I did. Yeah, I used to play rugby in high school. I
Nice.
loved it.
What
It was awesome.
what position you play?
Well, we don't have the American positions, so I just played.
Ah.
So we don't have quarterback, all that stuff. I just played front left. What was it? Front center. So to the I don't even know if we have the same rules as American football. I don't
Well,
think
no,
we do.
I used to play rugby back in high school and
Oh,
college. So I was
hell yeah.
They have
I played
rugby
prop and
over
lock.
here.
Yeah.
So what did you play?
I played prop and lock, so I was jersey 1 and 4. If it's the same as you, where it's numbered by position, I was 1 and 4.
I wish I knew the American term or the English terms, but yeah, it's in the front. I had to bash the guys, which
Yeah, you
was fun,
held
'cause I was
the
a big
hooker
guy.
up.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's called the hooker for you. But
we didn't call it that way. That was something else we did on the weekend here. But
yeah,
that's,
yeah, it is funny because it is called the hooker here, and everyone's like, no, not that kind of hooker. But yeah, I played that too. So that's awesome. Dude, that is my favorite sport. Like, obviously, I love football. I'm American, so I absolutely football is my favorite. But in terms of playing, rugby was the most fun sport you could play. It is like people don't realize also with football over here, you're just basically taught to hate the other team. So before, after, during the game, you hate the other team. But rugby, it's like your friends, you play the game, you hate each other, and then you go drinking after.
Exactly.
It's so much fun. I love rugby so much. I played it up until I tore basically everything in my left knee. And so I decided so I decided it was time to retire, but I love that sport so much. So I wish it would take off more in America. Like, they've tried making rugby leagues a few times and it just never catches on, and which sucks because it is such a good sport. Like, whenever people give me shit like, oh, soccer's the best, I'm like, no, it's not. Like, oh, what, you like hand egg? I'm like, no, I like rugby. Like, rugby and hockey are the best sports out there, I think. But
my nephew is becoming very good. He's playing it too. My nephew. It's like it's a family thing, I think, and he really wants to go pro with it. But he's only 12 years old, so they're looking at schools now to see if he can do it somewhere. And would be cool. But yeah, I never got the major difference. I never got American football. Like, when I watch it, I'm like, why does the game stop every 2 seconds? Why don't they let them play? What? But
yeah, I mean, I like it. Yeah, especially if you don't know, like, having it be basically you have 40 seconds per play. It just gives you a chance to like really set up and run a play and stuff. And you get there and you're down, and then you reset it. So it's interesting like that, especially when you play it quick. I mean, with it being on TV, they do have the excuses to go to commercial every 5 minutes, which is what sucks. Where that's the one thing I do love, that I actually do like about soccer, is since it's always going, they just have ads on the field. Like, there's no commercial breaks and stuff, which is really nice. But yeah, I think it's more of the corporatization of it being American is like, we have to make as much money as possible, throw as many commercials in here as possible. Like the 2-minute warning, unnecessary. Basically, when there's 2 minutes left in the half or of the end of the game, they stop the game for no reason. It's like, why are we doing this? Why is there a warning to let us know there's 2 minutes left in the half? It's so stupid. That's funny. But yeah, it's just an excuse to run 5 minutes of commercials. So, yeah, I love football. I'm a diehard Bears fan, but rugby is probably like my favorite sport. I love that sport so much. It's so fun.
Yeah, awesome.
But yeah, video games. That's why we're here.
Yeah. So yeah, we're before we get into what we've been playing, I just want to say this is Games Over Plastic again. You can, if you are just randomly finding us, we post on YouTube bi-weekly. Sometimes we come every week with a special DLC episode. You can, leave us a like, subscribe to us, leave us comments, reviews on all the various podcast services as well. We come to you in your ears. And if you want to watch the cool video that Hodge puts a lot of effort into, please do, because the videos are freaking awesome, especially like for this particular topic. I just know the video is going to be insane. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, so why don't we get into what we've been playing, and we can start with me. We'll start with me. Yeah, let's start with me. Yeah, we'll start with me. So, what I've been playing. So, I've continued to play my Trails Beyond the Horizon. Um, Keeping up with that, my Trail series. Now, I had some unfortunate news about this. I got very, very far into the game. I was in Act 3. I had 47 hours into the game,
Jesus.
and my file was corrupted.
Oh wow.
My file was corrupt,
Oh,
and it did not. And what happened with the cloud save is the corrupt save overrode
Oh
the other
no.
cloud save. So I kept trying to like re-download the cloud save, and it just wouldn't work. So I had to restart the entire game, and that was like awful because I had done every side quest. I was getting every collectible, and I was talking to every NPC. And there's like stuff. There's achievement or trophies, and you get rewards for talking to all the various NPCs and collecting all the books and reading them all. And so like I was like kind of crushed,
Mm.
to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh! But I get to re-experience, some more of the trails. The game is continuing to be awesome. Love the combat. Characters are awesome. Particularly the dialogue in this game, I think is among the best in the entire Trail series, which spans a ton of games, obviously. Um, so yeah, I'm super enjoying it. I'm only back up into Act 2, and like I'm going like a lot quicker. Like I'm like some of the conversations I'm not fully reading because I feel like I just read this. But it is super fun. I'm still loving the combat, and it's given me a new perspective. Like having like replay some of the some of the battles, some of the fights, some of the quests. It's kind of giving me like a new perspective because I know like what's coming later. So I'm like, is this character's motivation? Like I kind of know what their motivations are, some of like the enemies and some of the quest givers. So I'm still really liking it. It's super the setup for it is so different than the previous two games in this arc, where you were doing a bunch of like they would be split up. Like this one, you're split into like each act. You have like paths you can choose. So you can choose the character you want to follow. You eventually have to do like all the character act parts of the acts, but it's super different than the other two games in this particular arc. So I'm really enjoying it. I should be done next episode. I would have been done already if my file wasn't corrupt. But yeah,
Damn.
unfortunately.
dude, I remember it was a much shorter game, but I remember when the last case of Benedict Fox came out. I was loving that game, and then my save got corrupted, and it brought me all the way back to the start, and I rage quit that game so fast because of that. Because I'm like, I only wasted 8 hours, maybe. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't that much. So I
Mm.
can't even imagine what would have I would have lost my ever loving mind if I lost 40 hours of progress. I
Yeah.
would have
Damn,
been
yeah.
Well, I mean, I love this
destroyed.
series so much, so I'm like, all right. Oh, and one
Yeah.
more thing before we get Locke's thoughts on this game, because I know he loves the Trail
A lot
series
of
so
thoughts,
much.
yeah.
I do have a greater appreciation of Kevin Graham. Meatball, that's for you. I was never a big Kevin fan. He's like a character from like one of the early Trails games, and he comes back in this game. And I have a brand new appreciation for him, like a lot better. So shout
Oh
out to
yeah.
Kevin. One of the only like
Kevin.
really normal names in this series.
I was gonna
What-
say, I was like, is that like a producer of the game or something?
No, he's an actual character, Kevin Graham. We have Kevin Graham.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Have you ever had any desire to play any of those games, Locke? I know you like RPGs, and I mean you like JRPGs because I know you've been playing one recently. So,
Mm-hmm.
is that anything you've ever had any desire to get into?
I edited for Retro when Retro Rebound started. I was its main editor for the first 2 years. And so I had to edit, I think 3 or 4 Trails games for Maddie when he played through them and reviewed them on there. And no, I will never play these games. Never ever. Not that they're bad. They look cool. They look awesome if you're into that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't be able to. The older I get, the more a game needs to be a game, or I'm not interested. Like if it's like a visual novel or it has visual novel elements, no. I need gameplay. If I want a visual novel, I watch a movie or I read a book. That's not what a game is to me. But a lot of people love those games, and I know Maddie loves them too. They're his favorite games of all time, I think, or well, next to KOTOR. You love them, Sean. Obviously, Dustin loves them. I have a Brett loves them. I have a lot of people around me who love these games, but I will never, ever, let's a promise, play them. But I'm happy they exist, and I'm happy people love them. Of course, great stuff. I remember editing Trails. What was the first one? Don't tell me. I'm gonna remember. Trails. I don't remember. Heroes or something. What is it? What is the first one
It's
called?
called Legend of Heroes: The Trail series, but it might have been the first video. It was Trails in the Sky.
Yeah, the very first one. And I remember
Yeah,
I had to edit that one. But all these games, the first two games look exactly the same. And I
yeah, they do.
accidentally
Yeah.
used footage of the second game when during the edit of the first game. And I remember all the weeps in the comments going crazy and like, how could you do this? I'm like, okay, but shut up, go away. So, but they were right, of course, they were right. My bad. But I don't know. These games look awesome. The story wise, they look cool. If there ever is a movie, I'll watch the movie. Looks really cool. But does it have Sean? Does it have like gameplay, or does it have
Yeah,
like
there is some gameplay. I mean,
okay?
it is turn based, but there is. They added a couple games ago. They added some like real time combat where like you are actually
Okay.
like it's like action RPG combat, and then you can like disperse your. They call them shards. You disperse your shards, and then it goes into turn base. So it is
Hmm.
pretty cool. But it's much more of a turn based game.
Okay, but turn based is cool. As
Yeah,
long as there's gameplay, it's good. As long as it's not
yeah.
just reading what these kids are saying, then it's fine. Okay, but that's
There
cool.
is a lot. No, there is a lot of reading and a lot of
Yeah,
talking. That is much more of the game.
sure. Okay, well,
Yeah.
already sounds better than what I thought it was. So
Yeah.
maybe not never. Maybe one day.
All right. And then I am playing one more game, and that is a game that I bought on PlayStation. That is Backyard Baseball 97. Now this
Hmm.
was released on this is more of like a an easy game that when I just need like a mindless like game to play where it's like a 30 minutes and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go play a game of backyard baseball. I love these games as a kid, the backyard sports games, like so much. That I played the crap out of them. I never had Backyard Baseball 97. I didn't start getting into the back. Well, I mean, because I was born in 96 in this game. I would have been 1 years old, so I would have never played these. But I played like Backyard Football '02, Backyard Football '04, Backyard Baseball '04, '05. I played all those backyard sports games as a kid on the PC. So this is just the PC port on PlayStation, and it's like super fun. I love it because it's before they added the pros, so it's just the backyard kids. So my team is like ridiculous because I have Pablo Sanchez. As anyone who's played backyard sports knows, Pablo Sanchez is like the best player. I have Pete Wheeler, who's another great player. I'm doing a season right now. I'm like undefeated. And I'm just like combing through the league, just storming that backyard league, striking people out in grand slams, stealing bases. It's a lot of fun. It's literally the game from the PC ported to PlayStation, like to the point where you use like your analog stick as like the mouse.
Mm.
So it's not even like they updated it to like give you like modern controls. But it's a lot of fun. I am going for the platinum in it because some of the trophies are a little difficult to get. Like you have to finish the season undefeated. You have to hit like a certain number of home runs to people. I will say this for a game that came out in 1997, it was pretty diverse in the backyard sports kids. They have like Amir Khan as one of the kids who's like clearly like you would have thought they would have been like, oh, they're gonna put all these American kids in it. Nope, they have like Amir Khan, like I said, Pablo Sanchez. They have Kenny Gawaguchi, and he's in a wheelchair, which is like whoa. Um, there's some girl characters, you got Keisha Phillips, who's like she's freaking a beast. Um, yeah, it's a super fun game, and they have like power up pitches too and power up hits. Yeah, I love it. Backyard
It's
sports, fun games.
it's funny that you say that, not to dive too far into this, like the diversity thing. I remember growing up, so many shows that I watched had diverse casts, and I never thought about it. It's just because in the day and age where now everyone doesn't shut the fuck up about it that it makes it
Yeah.
seem like it's new. But like back in the day, Gerald was from Hey Arnold was his best friend. I loved that show. I love this show called Cousin Skeeter, about an all black family and their cousin's a black puppet, which is hilarious. And then like the Proud Family, Jackie Chan Adventure, Static Shock. I loved all these shows growing up, and they all had diverse casts, and I loved each. Like never thought about it, but then of course now and everyone has to point out every race and every. I'm like,
I
don't
apologize.
care.
I apologize.
No, you're good. I'm just saying it's funny that you say that because like it was just what I grew up with. But like it's not even you. It's just the world points it out today. Like all the time, it's like this guy's did this. This guy. I'm like, okay. Like it was always that way. Like, well, it's not even that people point it out. It's that they act like it was never the case until now. And it's like, no, we've always had diverse casts. It's just now you won't shut up about it.
I mean, even the show Doug had Skeeter, who was blue.
Yeah, exactly.
And Lars, who was green.
Yeah, they had every color in that show. But it's just, it's just so funny where it's like, wow, we're breaking barriers having someone in a wheelchair in this movie. It's like, no, you're not. There was that like in Backyard Baseball '97. Like that's always been a thing. You guys just, I think it's just that people want to pat themselves on the back for being so diverse today. I'm like, you guys aren't doing anything special. This is, you just are now putting a magnifying glass on.
They're being not diverse by doing that, because back in the day they were just called casts, and they weren't called diverse because they were just called casts. Yeah. It's like with the first female protagonist or whatever. A lot of movies or games did that a while ago. Like we have to
go play Metroid. Go play Metroid.
Go play Tomb Raider. Watch Alien. Like
that's the thing. People made fun of Jennifer Lawrence was in like she was in an interview like a year or two ago where she was like, before the Hunger Games there were no female action stars. Someone's like, what? You're insane. Like there's been so many. Like I grew up loving Lara Croft. She's awesome. And then Dude Raider came out and now everyone likes Uncharted and even though Lara Croft. Powerpuff Girl. Like it's just so funny that people act like, oh, we're doing this. We're breaking barriers. Like when Zoe Saldana won an Oscar last year for that horrible fucking movie she was in. She's just like, I'm the first Dominican woman of biracial. I'm like, who gives a shit? People have won Oscars who aren't white women before you. Like it's not. Yeah. Stop acting like you're like the queen of diversity. It's just so annoying. But
it also never works.
That too. It definitely like it's not as far as like the Smash JT of Ghost of Yote failed. Like no, shut up. Like, but like it's just so funny that like people act like it's like this new thing. I'm like, I grew up. I didn't even think about race until people started pointing it out to me. And it's just so funny that they do that now.
It seems like it's way more. Well, of course, 2 white or 3 white guys talking about this isn't a good thing, of course, I guess. But it seems like it's way more racist now than when we were kids. At least that's how I feel these days.
It's 100%. That's why I don't buy into any of that crap. Like people always act like. People act like I'm like the anti-woke guy, or I'm like, no, I just don't care about this. Like, stop acting like you're better than everyone because of this being in your project or your game or whatever. It's annoying, but no, I wasn't like calling you out personally, Sean. It's just so funny that, like I said, people today act like they're doing something new, and it's like, no, it's been around forever. Like we've always seen that, and it's nothing new. So, but yeah. Happy you're enjoying the baseball game. I like I said, I only played backyard baseball a little bit as a kid, so I haven't probably played it since '97. So like, it's been a long time, but I do remember those games were pretty fun back in the day.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Nice.
Cool. Nice.
Why don't we go to Lock? Lock, what have you been playing?
Well, I've been streaming.
I knew that.
Every Resident Evil game in anticipation of Requiem, which comes out next month. So I've been playing over the past 3 weeks. I've played and finished Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. I think I'm midway through Resident Evil 4. So when we're done recording this, I'll stream more of that, and then hopefully I'll get to do 5. We're gonna skip 6, and then do 7, 8, and then roll into Requiem that way. But so I've been playing Resident Evil, and I'm loving these games. They're wonderful. But apart from that, I've also been replaying The Outer Worlds 2, which got a very bad rep recently because they got
not deserved. Not deserved.
No, not deserved. Yeah, exactly. The game is great. Especially that's why I'm sad that Midnight isn't here because I was amping up for this debate between The Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed, but he's not here. So, but Midnight is a huge Avowed fan, and I think Avowed is uh, not good. But I think The Outer Worlds 2 is amazing, and they're made by the same people, so could be a little fun debate there. But yeah, The Outer Worlds 2 is great. Yeah.
Sean's game of the year last year.
Yep,
Outer Worlds
my
2.
game of the year
Yes.
from last year. Yeah, I freaking love that game so much.
Yep.
I
Great game.
think it took everything the first game did and just did it better.
Yeah,
And,
way better. Yeah.
I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, look, the side cast, the companions weren't as good." I thought the companions were awesome. I thought they were even better. I thought the writing was up to even better. Some of the best writing from Obsidian. I think it's right there with New Vegas in terms of writing quality.
Yeah, it's New Vegas
Yeah.
in space, basically. What the game is. People get very mad when they hear that, but it's true. It's a great game. It's sad that it underperformed. That it's sad that they're not making another one now. And
Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna get any expansions.
no, it's done. They're not even. I don't think they're updating it even anymore. The last update was,
wow.
I think, in November or something. So
Yeah.
they're probably
Oh,
just
that
abandoning
sucks.
it. But
Yeah, because the first game, the 2 expansions were freaking awesome.
yeah.
I
They were
want to play that eventually. I loved the first one. Like I've said before, I fell off of it for some reason. I don't know. I
Sure.
can't remember why. I never finished the first one, but I loved it while I was playing it. Like, I mean, I am one of the few. I mean, I'm not a BGS guy, so I'm in the minority of actually really liking Starfield. I thought it was a great game. I didn't finish that either, but just because I think I was in school when that came out, so I wasn't able to. But I really liked it. But Outer Worlds is even better. Like, I remember loving I really liked Starfield, but I loved Outer Worlds because it had more humor than Starfield. So I really like that. So I do want to get to. I can't remember. Do you really need to play the first before getting to the
No,
second?
you don't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Virtually no
Good,
connection.
because I just knew I didn't want to. Even though I liked it, I didn't want to have to go back to back and replay it because I am that kind of gamer who, when a new game comes out, I want to replay the series before I get to it. So I'm that, and so I didn't want to have to play that again. But I will definitely check out Outer Worlds 2 at some point because
It's awesome.
I loved the first. So
if you love the first one, I can guarantee that you'll love the second one even more.
Awesome.
Like I don't know anyone
Yeah.
who played the first one. Well, I do know some people who didn't like the second one, but opinions.
The combat is even the combat was good in the first one. It's even smoother in the second one.
yeah, it works. It's functional now. Like you can play it as a shooter almost.
Yeah. And they added the aspect of you can go into third person mode now and you can actually see the character.
Yeah.
'Cause that was a huge
Is
complaint
it-
about the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a created character? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
The huge
one-
complaint about the first game was that you couldn't actually see your character.
Yeah.
That was a huge
Oh.
complaint. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the one good thing that Avowed did was the exploration and the traversal, and they put that in the Outer Worlds too. So it's very vertical. You can move way faster. You can jump really high. You get a double jump device. Even it's awesome. It's really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I gotta play. I have so many games I want to play this year. It's like, and because I'm trying to diversify my games a little bit this year because I really want to play Dragon Quest VII. When you showed those screenshots in your server, I loved what I saw because I'm also just a huge whore for Akira Toriyama because I love it. Obviously, I'm a diehard Dragon Ball Z
Like
fan.
any Dragon Quest game, man.
Yeah. So I really want to play that. I want to play the originals. I want to play more Final Fantasy. So I'm like, I want to get in these long RPGs, and I don't game as much as other people. So I'm like, it's going to be a huge undertaking. I hope I know I won't be able to get to all of them, but I want to get to at least some of them this year because, as you'll see, I'm playing Final Fantasy 16 and I'm loving it. So I really want to get more. I want to get more into RPGs this year because
Nice.
it's just something that's always been a blind spot for me, really. So I want to try this year.
Cool.
But before we move into me, though, unless you have other games, I want to ask you. So far, I know I've been watching your streams when I can. Mostly, it's while I'm driving home from work. I'll just be listening to it, kind of.
Yeah.
But I want to hear ranking the Resident Evil games so far from what you've played. What's your favorite to worst or least favorite so far?
Well, to be fair, I've played all of them before, but I only played 2 the original and 3 the original and 4 the original. So I never played the remakes. So I think taking the remakes into account right now, I think I'm midway through 4. So I it's maybe unfair to rank that as number 1, but I think it would be my number 1. But but let's not do that because I didn't finish it, so that doesn't seem fair. So right now, 2 is my number 1. I think after 2 would come 4. Then I think I would still put Village. I love Village. Then I would put 1, 0, 7, 6, and in last place 3. I hated 3 when I played it on stream. Yeah, I hated that game.
Yeah, 3 I didn't hate, but it was definitely my least favorite, and it's way too short. I think the reason though why I didn't completely hate it is it's a gorgeous game. It does look beautiful. Really good.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the only reason why it's not like I don't hate it, but it definitely is the worst. I've tried playing 1. I just can't do it with that door animation, and it just still has the tank controls. Yeah. I just can't do that. But so I've played 2, 3. I tried 4. I fell off, but again, I do want to go back to it. Because after watching you play it, I'm like, you know what? I got to give it another try. And then I've played 7 and 8. So I think I would go 2 is by far my favorite. That game is incredible. It is a 10 out of 10 game. It is so good. And then I'd probably go 7, 8, 3. And then once I play 4 again, I can do that. But because I just, like I said before, I love the survival horror aspect of it. So I feel like I'm gonna like the Grace parts more than the Leon parts in 9, because that's what I love, is that like you're just basically trying to live rather than like, mow through zombies. So I think I'm gonna like that better. But this 9 might be the first RE game that I play day one, because usually I wait for sales on them. Like I've just like I played 7 through Game Pass. I bought 2 for like $10 on some sale. Like I always wait for sales for them, but 9 looks so good that I might day one that one because it looks incredible.
It's gonna be huge.
I'm very excited. We don't need to call them out, but I know there's someone in your Discord who said it's gonna be the first flop of the year, and I was like, you're an idiot.
That's probably that has to be a chimp. So it can't be anyone else.
It was. I'm like, that's the dumbest take I've ever heard.
Well, welcome to my server.
I think at worst this game will get an 85 at worst.
I think it'll be a huge hit.
I think it's going to be a huge hit, but I'm just saying at worst I think it'll be an 85.
I think this will be, because Resident Evil is huge, of course. It's like huge, but I think this might be the one that finally like does them justice. I feel like, because they always sell well, they always score well, but they never got like that 10 out of 10. And I think this one maybe it's I feel like it's possible that this is like the play 10 out of 10 at launch.
I think RE2 is the only one that got like universal praise that everyone loved. That one, it has to have like a 94 or something on Metacritic. I know it's high as hell because it's deserved. That game is amazing.
Yeah,
but those 89 on Metacritic.
But those are remakes. Really? So personally, I don't really count those.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
But my only problem with 3, I said I hated it, which wasn't the right word for it, because I still dislike 6 more than 3. My major problem was that you just ran into a straight line the entire game. All you did was escape from this. Like, you couldn't even stop him. In RE2, it was fun to play with Mr. X because you could stop him. Like, you could shoot him in the leg or throw a grenade. But here, this guy just keeps chasing you. It's just like, okay, well, run into a straight line. Run to the end of the game. Yeah. No puzzles, no nothing.
Nemesis really only showed up when the plot demanded it, whereas Mr. X was always following you, which was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
that.
Yeah,
I completely agree. Because again, I can't sing enough praises about 2. I love that game so much.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I can't wait for 9. I will. I might replay 4. I tried it in VR mode. I might completely play it in VR mode because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great in VR.
Because that's a good thing, is that because with VR, it's better that it's an action game, because I played the demo for 7 in VR. I lasted 30 seconds before I was like, nope, I'm done. Nope, can't do it. Not happening. So I think 4 in VR would work a little better. So I might play it that way when I go back to it. But because I just, like I said, like having a swarm of villagers and I only have one like magazine full of bullets. It's like, I don't, and it takes 4 bullets to kill each villager. Like, I don't want to have to be like sprinting away from it the entire time. Like, I want to actually, if I'm going to have to fight a swarm of people, I want to be able to take out the swarm of people. So
Of
I know,
course,
obviously, I'm sure you get more ammo eventually and stuff like that. So I need to give it a second chance because I was really going into it with the impression of this is 2 but better. But in reality,
yes,
it's like this is 2 but more action heavy. So I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I gotta go in with that mindset next time I play it. But yeah.
I think because I played 4 when it released well, I played it on PC, which is even worse because on PC when 4 released, it didn't have mouse support, and we didn't have controllers back then on PC either. So
Wow.
you had to aim your gun with the arrow keys, which was insane back in
Oh.
the day. Like no game does that. So it was really difficult, really hard on PC. It was like it crashed all the time, but it was like barely functional. But I still loved it back then. But I completely get what you're saying. It's super action heavy. Like it's not really. It's not there are like a couple of scares, but like it's nothing like 7, of course, which you love, or 2, which you love. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Anything else you're playing, or are we getting to me?
No, that's enough. It's no, it's your turn. Yeah.
All right. So first, I've been playing. What did I write down? So really quickly, I'll talk about Final Fantasy 16 again, just briefly. I haven't been able to play it as much as I want to still, but I am. The more I play, the more I love Sid. He might be one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters. Obviously, I have so much more of this game to go, but I just adore that character. He is so good. The only problem I really have with the game so far, well, the action is very basic. It's just square, 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 square. Like it's really not that
Well, you're
much.
playing. What difficulty level are you playing on?
I think just the normal basic mode. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
when you get to like the if you, which I know you won't, but if you play like the harder mode, you have to. It's much more intricate.
Okay. Yeah, so it's the combat's kind of one complaint. And then the other thing is I've called 2 things right out the gate of predictions of I'm like, is this supposed to be a mystery or was this supposed to be known kind of thing? And
Mm.
so I don't know if they were supposed to be known or not, but I predicted them basically immediately. So it's the other than that, it's been awesome. I love this world. I will say though that it just confirmed, like, I love this game, but it just confirms or cements 7 as the best Final Fantasy game because like as much as I'm loving this game, I just keep thinking like, but 7's better, but 7's better. Like I just love 7 so much that this game it's, and also I love like the cyberpunk kind of aspect of 7 compared to the just straight up fantasy because as people know I'm
Yeah.
not the biggest fantasy game fan, so
Sure.
it doesn't land with me as hard, but I'm still absolutely loving this game and I'm definitely going to complete it. Platinum, maybe not, probably not.
You have to
But
beat it on the hard mode.
oh, you do? Then yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
doing platinum. So,
Um,
but yeah, I'm absolutely loving this game so far. I'm assuming Locke, did you play 16?
I played it. I think I put like 15 to 20 hours into it, but it was so easy that I hated it that way.
Oh,
I didn't. Well, again, I use the word hate. I should stop using the word hate. Whenever I use it, stop me because it's not the right word. I liked the game, but there was no challenge whatsoever. So on the normal, because back then when I played it at launch, and I don't. There wasn't even a hard mode. I think there was just normal, and that was it. So it became so easy, like you
you
said. Square,
unlock
square,
no
square.
when you beat the game, you unlock the hard mode.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll never.
Ah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
well, then
Okay.
maybe I can mod it on PC or something. But if because I liked the setting, I liked the characters. I thought the music was amazing, looked great, but it was just so easy that it became annoying to me. But maybe if you don't play again, like I said before, I need a game to be a game these days, which I never
Yeah.
had a problem with until the last couple of years. But
Yeah, I will say also that is a complaint, but that's more of a complaint of JRPGs in general. Of you walk 10 feet, cutscene, you go fight one person, cutscene, and
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, can I play the game? Like, I don't get me wrong, I love a good story, I love like cinematic cutscenes, but I need to have at least 10, 15 minutes of gameplay before I'm going into another cutscene. Like,
yeah,
you need to let me play this game a little bit. So, because I remember as a kid, I am sorely in the minority on this one. I understand, but I loved the game Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, growing up.
yeah.
It's a terrible game. I'm sure. If I replayed it, I'd be like, why did I like this? But I remember that was another one of those games. Turn a corner, cutscene, shoot someone, cutscene. I'm just like, holy crap, can I play this game? And so that is one thing that bothers me. But again, I'm enjoying this game, so I'm
It's
going to
funny.
see it through.
It's funny how polarizing it is, right? Because I know a lot of people who don't like it, but I also know a lot of people who do like it. So there's not really a consensus on
It's
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 great or it's bad.
my
It's
it's my fifth favorite Final Fantasy game. It's number 5 on my Final Fantasy rankings.
out of 16 games, I guess.
Well,
Then.
no, there's more than 16
Probably like
games, though,
20,
but
25.
Oh,
there's
okay.
like yeah,
Oh,
there's
okay, okay,
more than. But it's my fifth favorite. I really, really love 16. 16 is awesome. I think it's the second best music behind 7.
okay.
Yeah, and I think it has the best Sid.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
like I love Sid from 7, but I think that Sid is he's by far my favorite character in the game. That's for sure. I
yeah.
absolutely love him in that game. So
You know,
I could agree.
what's funny about that? Because he has a really cool voice, right?
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's the dude
y-
who's the dude who's Galactus in the
yeah, and
Fantastic Four movie and
you,
stuff. Yeah.
you know where he started? Have you seen The Office? The US version. I'm sure you've
Oh
seen it.
yeah, he's in the. I completely forgot he's in the UK office.
He's the Todd Packer of the UK version.
Oh my
Like
god, I
he's called
forgot
Fitchy,
that.
and he's like an arrogant an arrogant prick salesman in that one. That was his start. So every time I hear his voice or I see him, I think of The Office because that's where he started.
That's hilarious. I always think he was the dad in The Witch, and that's
Yeah,
where I always think of him.
yeah,
The Witch, and then he's briefly in Game of Thrones. But yeah,
yeah,
he's becoming a huge actor, which I'm happy for
yeah.
because
He's also
his voice is so good. He has such a good voice.
he's one of the main characters in Diablo 4 too. He has a great voice. Yeah,
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Great guy. What's his
Yeah,
name? Ralph Innocent, I think. Is
yeah.
his name.
That sounds right.
Ralph. Yeah, Innocent.
Yeah,
Great guy.
yeah. He's awesome. But
Yeah.
other than that, I've been playing It Takes Two. I've been seeing a lady and she's a gamer and she's so I was like, I need someone to play It Takes Two with, and so she was like, yes, it's actually, she's like, it's one of my favorite games ever because she just absolutely loves the story. And obviously I love Split Fiction. That was one of my favorite games of last year, which it was criminally under awarded because of how many other great games came out last year. Like in a slow year, Split Fiction would have swept because that game was incredible. But I've played that Split Fiction and A Way Out, so I'm becoming a Hazelight fan. Oh, I've always been a Hazelight fan, but It Takes Two is incredible. I'm loving this game. The puzzles are so much fun. I can see exactly where the Split Fiction kind of inspiration came from. Obviously, it's the same studio, but I can see the seedlings of I would say, I guess, of what Split Fiction became, what it grew into, like each level having like just a new gameplay mechanic. It's so much like that studio is so talented in that, of just every level is new. You're not doing the same thing over and over and over. It's a very unique experience. So I'm absolutely loving this game, and the story. It's probably the best story of one of their games that I've played. Even
I
though
agree. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Split Fiction's gameplay is better, but It Takes Two's story is absolutely incredible. And obviously, it's very heart wrenching. It's about divorce, so it's it's sad in that sense. But yeah, it's absolutely incredible. I'm loving it, and hopefully, me and her can get back to playing it because yeah, I'm really really enjoying it.
I love the diversity of the areas in It Takes Two with so many
Mhm.
different areas to travel. Like I don't know how far you're in, but I love like when you go to like there's like a village kingdom you go to, and it is super cool.
I'm
And
not
it's like a castle, and then there's like a village going into the castle, and you get to explore the village. And the mini games there are super fun. You can like ice skate. It's super fun.
Yeah, I haven't done that because we've done all the mini games so far, but we went into like the squirrel tree, like obviously the
Yeah, that
garage
was
and all
so
that kind of
cool.
start. And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's so much. I'm absolutely loving this game. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I just blanked. Never mind. But yeah, I'm loving it. Locke, have you ever played any of those co-op games?
I wanted to, but I never, because they're co-op games and I got a plan and you do something. But there
Yeah,
is a plan to do it with someone on stream soon, very
nice,
soon.
very
So
nice.
hopefully soon.
Yeah, those are yeah, like you'll be blown away by the gameplay of those games. Like truly,
They look cool, yeah.
yeah, they're absolutely incredible. Because yeah, every like Split Fiction, it was just so much better because it was cool because obviously you're just going back and forth between like the fantasy and the sci-fi, and then they start intertwining eventually, and you just have
Mm.
different gate. It's You'll see. It's incredible.
Cool.
I love those games, so I'm excited for you to try them. Definitely.
What do you think about it getting a movie? They're making a movie about it, right?
I think it's a horrible idea.
I
Oh
know. Yeah,
shit!
yeah. I don't
Really?
know. It's because they're doing what? Is it Split Fiction that's getting the movie, or is it Takes
Yeah,
Two?
as
Okay,
Split
Split
Fiction.
Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think the story's interesting enough for it. Like, it's a good story, but it's very like Assassin's Creed, and we all know how that movie turned out. But which is so sad because they could the potential of an Assassin's Creed movie. Oh, it could
Hey,
have been
don't
so
worry.
good.
They're making a show now, so it'll be great.
I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I mean, if they truly adapt the Desmond storyline, it could be good. Like
It's Netflix, so don't hope.
Yeah,
No,
that's
fantastic. Netflix.
That's
We know
true.
they're 10 out of 10 every single show. 10 out of 10. And I'm sure it won't take forever to produce, and I'm sure it won't wear out its welcome.
No, but definitely can't wait.
Yeah, and thankfully they're gonna buy everything HBO related, so they'll ruin that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because the selling point of Split Fiction isn't the story; it's the gameplay, and you can't portray that in a movie. So like, it's like because watching someone ride a dragon in the movie, it's gonna be like, all right, we did that in the game, but we actually got to control the dragon, which was more fun. Like, it's
Sure.
it won't. It could be interesting, but I'm not holding out hope. I don't know. But I mean, if Joseph Ferris is like included, maybe, because when they actually allow the creator to to have a say, it's better. Like, imagine what the Last of Us show, obviously we've talked about it, it's not as good as the games, but imagine if Neil had absolutely no involvement. I guess we're going to see that next season, but like,
and
we
in
could
Baldur's Gate 3 too soon.
yeah, that's a yeah. I mean, granted, I think people are using Craig Mason as a scapegoat. I think he's a great writer, but I not that he can't mess up, but I don't think he's the sole reason why Last of Us is bad or not is beloved. But yeah, but like when you see like One Piece, that show is beloved, and it's because the creator was involved. So I
Sure.
think if Hazelight or Joseph Ferris has a say in it, it could be good. But as of right now, I'm good. We'll see. But yeah, that's all I've been playing. Final Fantasy 16 and It Takes Two. So that's all I got.
All right. Well, some awesome games. I think it's time to get to our main topic of the show, and that is so over the last couple of years, we have revealed our top 10 games of all time. Then we were like, you know what, we got to do 11 through 20 because we love doing lists. And then we were like, you know what, we got to do 21 through 30 because again, we love lists. And then eventually we're going to do, 31 through 40. We're going to eventually get to 100. And then eventually we're just going to do our worst games of all time, because why not?
Redfall.
Yeah, Redfall, a game that I have put way too many hours into because I had to play it through. It was 12 hours of my life I'll never get back.
Atrocious.
But yeah, so today we're going to do our games ranked 21 through 30. We will. Locke's been on both episodes, so we figured why not have him back. When Midnight returns, he will give us his 21 through 30. I'm sure it will be some great Western RPG games and some MMOs. There'll be some greatness in there. Maybe Avowed will crack into that list.
I was just about to say, promise me that if Avowed is on there, call me live when it's on there.
Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what
it does.
So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna do our 21 through 30. We will recap our top 20. Now, some of us have different rules than others. Like for example, for me, one of my rules is one game per franchise. So once Final Fantasy appears, which was number 1 in my list, that series, which I'll tell you what that is. Those who have watched the other videos already know. It can no longer appear on my list. Now, I have some exceptions. Like, I split 2D and 3D games. Like, 2D and 3D Mario, I split up. 2D, 3D Zelda, stuff like that. I have my caveats. I always, say when I have a caveat. But, yeah, I think we should just get going, recap our lists, and then, get started. Oh, and leave us some comments on why our lists are good or why we are crazy for liking the games we like.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right, so
You want to go first,
um,
Sean?
yeah, I'll
Well,
recap my list. Yep, go on.
can I propose something maybe? Because
Yeah.
before we started, you guys both said that you wanted to change a couple of things, right, on your list
Yeah.
that you currently have. But what do you feel about the idea of not doing that? Because that doesn't seem fair. I think you should stick by your choice. And then at the end, when we in 2 years, when we have the top 50, then you can change it. But right now you
Well,
can't, because otherwise
all
it's
right.
too. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I won't all right. I won't reorder mine. I'll stick by that. But Sean, I know he wanted to replace since he does one per series. So I
I do
think
one
that
per series.
he's
So like,
Okay, sure.
there was
Okay.
it was like one of them was like a new game in the franchise, and then one of the other ones was I replayed through the entire series, and I'm like, I have a greater appreciation for this one now.
Of course.
So
But the reason I said that is because my list has a bunch of new games in it now that I would put in my top five even. But I don't feel like that's fair to do
okay,
that now.
that's fine.
Then
That's fine.
yeah.
could,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I'll keep mine as is, but I just think if Sean wants to replace one
Sure,
since he has
yeah,
his
of
rule,
course.
then that
yeah,
should
yeah.
that should.
All right,
I mean,
so
'cause
I will.
basically basically I guess we could say it's the series that's in that spot, not really the game itself.
But then
That
at
kind
the
of
end, at the very end, when we wrap this up in like 2 years or 3 years or however, whenever you guys want to go
Whenever
over,
that
yeah, then we can change whatever we want. So
Okay,
that
Yeah.
becomes a
I
definitive
like
list.
that. I like that. All right, but I will update my
Of course,
my
yeah,
yes,
of
that
course.
one. All right, so we'll start with mine. So we'll start at number 1 is Final Fantasy VII. Number 2 is Kingdom Hearts 2. Number 3 is The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Number 4 is Octopath Traveler 3. Number 5 is Crash Bandicoot 4.
3?
It's About Time. Number 6
Octopath Traveler
is
3.
Oh my god, did I say Octopath Traveler 3? I meant
Yeah, you
Octopath
said
Traveler
3.
2. I
Yeah.
apologize. I'm trying to will that into existence, obviously.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time is number 5. Number 6 is Shovel Knight. Number 7 is Tales of Exilia. Number 8 is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Number 9 is The Outer Worlds 2. So I am
Oh.
changing from The Outer Worlds 1 to The Outer Worlds 2. I'm just kind of updating that because
Okay.
I did like 2 more than 1. Number 10 is Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. That cracks out my top 10. At number 11, I have The Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past. Number 12, I have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 13, Bug Fables. Number 14, Ninu Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. Number 15, Super Mario Sunshine. Number 16, The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. Number 17, Horizon Forbidden West. Number 18, Pokemon Platinum. Number 19, Fallout New Vegas. And at number 20, Dragon Ball Z The Legacy of Goku 2. So I had a lot of JRPGs on there. A lot of JRPGs. Now I will say, for my 21 through 30, not as many JRPGs. Not as many.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right.
All right.
I will go quickly. So yeah, not updating. I'll just keep it as is. 20, Helldivers 2. 19, Astrobot. 18 is The Last of Us. 17, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. 16, Halo 3. 15, Alan Wake. 14, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. 13 is Kirby's Adventure. 12 is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And at 11 is Alan Wake 2, that's the only repeating series I have. But I was thinking about this. I actually kind of did Sean's thing unintentionally of only one per series, except to me, Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2 are very different games because Alan Wake 1 is kind of horror action, whereas Alan Wake 2 is very survival horror. So I kind of think of them as different games in that sense. So I cheated a little bit, but then it is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, Wolfenstein 3D, Death Stranding. Then at what is that? 7 is Pokemon Yellow. 6 is Hades. 5 God of War. 4 Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. 3 Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. 2 Kingdom Hearts 1, and number 1 is BioShock.
Nice.
And then Locke.
So do you want to go from 20 to 1 or from 1 to?
My bad. I did
It
1 to
doesn't
20.
matter.
You can do
It
either
doesn't
or.
matter. Yeah.
Okay, I'll start at the back because normally the whole back row here, I think my whole 20 to 10 would change if we would do changes. That's why
Oh, really?
I think maybe at the end. Yeah. But
Yeah.
at 20, I have Final Fantasy VII Remake. At 19, I have CSGO. At 18, I have Oblivion, which would be gone. At 17, I have GTA San Andreas. At 16, I have Divinity Original Sin 2. At 15, I have World of Warcraft. 14, Black Flag, which we would be getting a remake, but which we didn't get. 13, Mass Effect 2, then Skyrim, then Modern Warfare, KOTOR, Monkey Island 3, Fable 2, Bioshock Infinite, Dark Souls, and then at 5 I have Left 4 Dead 2. At 4 I have The Last of Us 2. At 3 I have The Witcher 3. At 2 I have Red Dead 2, and at 1 I have Baldur's Gate 2. And I also applied Sean's rule that there's no game that or no game series that can be in there twice for me.
Cool. All right. I'm trying to look. I'm looking really quickly at my list, and in my 30 through 21, I won't have a repeating series. So cool.
Nice. So we're basically
right.
all doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't even intend to, because I was actually thinking about one. I'll say it when I get to a game, but there's one game where I'm like, oh, I could have put multiple games from the series in my top, but I didn't. But yeah,
Sure.
If
we'll get
I
to it when
allowed
we get to
multiple
it.
games per series, this entire list would be JRPGs of like 3 or 4 different series.
Yeah,
With occasional, with a sprinkle of, some random Nintendo platformer here.
yeah.
So
That's funny. Alrighty, let's get into our top 10 of 30 through 21.
all right.
Are we going in the order that you have written there?
Yeah, we can start in that order. So I'll start at my number 30, and people are gonna be shocked. Mr. Sony Pony Sean Mason has a Microsoft game at number 30 that was originally that has only appeared on Xbox until pretty soon it will be on PlayStation. And I have Halo 3 at number 30. This is wild because I didn't experience Halo 3 until 2021. So it's like I didn't get that, 2007, peak Halo online, sixth graders are skipping school and Sean's school to go play Halo 3. No, I played it in 2021, and this is strictly solely on the campaign. I think Halo 3 is the greatest first person shooter of all time. I think the campaign is immaculate. The story of the entire Halo franchise, well, the Bungie games, the stories are awesome. Halo 4, underrated. Infinite, gameplay great. Didn't really like the story. But Halo 3 is phenomenal. I love every single level of this game. I love the end sequence. That warthog sequence at the end is freaking insane. Me and Claire played a co-op. That was insane. It was so much fun. I freaking loved it. I couldn't believe. I was like, guys, and she was like, oh my god, you should have been there in 07. We were trying to finish the fight. And I was like, oh, because I remember that ad. I do remember the ad campaign. And then I'm sitting there like, well, I got my Resistance game. That's awesome. I do like Resistance, but Halo is so much better. I love the different weapons. I love the fact that when you play as co-op, it's not just 2 Master Chiefs. Like, you get to play as Arbiter too, and I love playing as Arbiter because I love the Covenant in the Halo series. But yeah, Halo 3's so cool. I love, like I said, the different level design. I think this is like peak Halo level design where it's so diverse and so many different levels. I love getting the skulls too, and that just creates so many different ways to play the campaign. It's awesome. Halo 3 is the best first person shooter of all time. And as that's coming from someone who's again, never played it online. And I know the people who have played it online are like Halo 3. There was nothing like Halo. Well, I mean, other than Call of Duty 4. Halo 3 was like COD 4 before COD 4. So that is my number 30, Halo 3. Amazing game. A first person shooter from 07 still holds up today as the greatest first person shooter of all time.
Dude, it was so tough when COD 4 and Halo 3 both came out the same year, and having to switch between them was so hard because I was obsessed with both of them. But yeah, Halo 3, obviously that was number 16 on my list. Immaculate game. yeah, I absolutely love the Halo series. I think I might buy it on PlayStation just to like
Oh, I
earn
can't
Halo
wait. I
trophies.
cannot
Like
freaking wait.
just it's so like sacrilege, but I'm like I just want to. Like I have my DualSense Edge now, and I'm like kind of want to play Halo on PlayStation. So I'm and the fact that they announced that Halo the campaign evolved is 4-player co-op. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I am all in. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, Halo
and
3,
shout out
fantastic
to
game.
the Crow's Nest level in Halo 3. Freaking awesome.
Oh
So
yeah,
good.
dude.
So good.
Yeah, phenomenal game.
I don't think there's a bad mission in Halo 3, to be honest. Where I think there are some bad missions in Halo 2 and Halo 1.
Well, yeah, the library in Halo 1 is horrendous. I think even the creators came out and said recently, like, I don't know why we made it that long. It was a terrible idea. But yeah, I love the Halo series. I mean, Halo 5 is a monstrosity, but I love Halo 1 through 4 and Infinite. Infinite, like you're right. The campaign of Infinite's not, it's a fun campaign. The gameplay's fun, but the story is not good. But
I think it's some of the
the
best gameplay in Halo
yeah,
since probably since 3.
it's an incredible game in terms of its gameplay, but yeah, the story because they had to scrap it because they were planning on that Halo 5 left on this stupid cliffhanger, which obviously 6 was going to be, but 5 was so universally hated that they're like, oh crap, they had to completely redo it. So
Yeah.
that's why the Infinite one was just not that great because they had to completely reskin a terrible idea. So, but yeah, Halo 3, fantastic. Lock, you got anything about Halo before I move on to mine?
I like Halo. I don't. It doesn't have the reverence to me that it has for a lot of other people because I had a PC when I grew up, and I think there are better shooters on PC than Halo. But I love that Halo is big, and I love Halo too. I can't wait for it to come to PlayStation and see what it does on there. It's very exciting. Very exciting times.
I'd be surprised if this game campaign evolves sells less than 20 million. Like I feel like it's gonna be huge.
I wish I agreed with that, but Gears flopped so immensely that I don't know if
Yeah,
I
but
think. Don't you think at this point, if you wanted to have played Halo, you would have played it already?
I
And
don't
I
know.
know it's
I told some of my students that Halo was coming, and they were like, "What?" They were like, "That game that my because a lot of my students, their parents were like
yeah,
kids when the Xbox came out, like their OG
sure.
Xbox, and their parents were like, "Oh yeah," I had like one kid go, "Yeah, my dad took out the old Xbox. We were playing this game called Halo 2." I go, "It was super fun." I go, "Well, you're in for a huge surprise. They're remaking the first one. It's coming out on PlayStation." He's like, "What? Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah."
yeah,
He immediately went on and pre-ordered it right there in front of me.
yeah,
But you also have to realize you guys have a lot of nostalgia for that game, and it's not. I mean, I don't want to disparage you, but it's not the best game ever. Like it's an okay shooter that was great on a console. Um, and the
yeah, but
nostalgia goggles are, of course, yeah, it's great. This is what I felt like when I was a kid. But if you play Halo One now, like in the Master Chief Collection, it's not that great. Like it's okay, but it's compared to any other shooter of the last 10 years, it's all right.
Maybe it's just 'cause I didn't get experience a lot of shooters where like I didn't really start playing shooters other than I played Resistance back when I was a kid.
Well,
But other than
yeah,
that, Halo was like the first shooter I played. And that wasn't like I said, that was 5 years
exactly.
ago when I played it.
Yeah, but on console, right? On console.
Never really played PC shooter.
Sure, but okay, but if you like,
Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, yeah.
look at how the world is reacting to a potential Half-Life 3 right now. That would be
That is
like
true.
earth-shattering.
Yes, that is true.
And I think a new Halo right now would be all right. Let's see if they can finally do it now. So I don't know if the series still has the reverence that a lot of people who love the series think it has, and that's why I think 20 million would be awesome. I just don't know. I thought that Gears would sell immensely great too, and it flopped immensely. So I don't know. We'll find out soon, I guess.
yeah, where I'll agree with you is that also it's not shipping with multiplayer, which I think could hurt it.
Yeah,
Because obviously the Halo multiplayer is what people love about those games. I mean, obviously the campaigns people love too, but the
yeah,
multiplayer is really what sold it. It's what made Xbox Live a thing.
yeah.
But I will say nostalgia sells. I don't think even though back in the 360 days Gears was on par with Halo, I don't think Gears has not had the legs that Halo does. Halo is still a beloved
True.
thing,
Yeah,
but Infinite when that multiplayer launched, I remember in the first like week it had 20 million players.
yeah. It
So
was
like
huge.
Yeah, so I could see them going back to basics being the selling point along with nostalgia. Maybe 20 million is pushing it, but I think it'll sell way better than Gears of War. But I do
Sure.
see the only reason I could see it failing is again that they don't have the multiplayer. That is where I could see you being right that it's not going to hit. But I think remaking such a beloved series from when it was good,
Sure.
from the Bungie days, I could see that really doing well. But
Well,
I won't be surprised if I'm wrong, but I hope I'm
well,
not.
to be clear, I'm not saying it will fail. I think it will do reasonably well, but I don't
Yeah,
think it'll be I don't think it will be in the top 3 of best-selling games of the year. Let's put
yeah,
it that
I
way.
could see that. I could see it cracking top 10, but I wouldn't
Sure.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Also, though, of course, well, I, I mean, I could see it selling way better on PlayStation because obviously Xbox is the Game Pass bag of
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
what the thing is. People don't buy Xbox just like as much as Colin like saying that it's true. Xbox people don't really buy games anymore because like
Yeah.
Helldivers 2, incredible game. Granted, I've made my case about this. But like Helldivers 2 sold amazing on PC, sell really well on PlayStation, and I think it only sold like 1.5 million copies on Xbox.
Yeah.
But also, as I've said, it was a live service game when the hype has already passed, so I don't expect that to sell when the hype is gone. So, but yeah, I don't know. I could see it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a monster that sells tens of millions. I also wouldn't be surprised if it's something that just does moderately well of 10 million or something. But I think I would be surprised if it sells less than 10 million copies, if I'm
It
being honest.
it also depends when, right? Because if it's anywhere close
Mm,
to GTA 5, forget about or GTA 6,
yeah,
forget about it. Like it's done.
yeah, that's
Like,
true.
but do you have any idea when do you think they'll launch it? Because it's this year, right?
I saw a rumor online. It could just be bullshit, but I saw a rumor saying that it's eyeing summer.
Okay, that
So
would be
if
smart.
it
Yeah.
like if it were to launch like during the Xbox showcase this summer, like they're like, by the way, boom, it's up or tomorrow or so. I could if that happens. If it's a summer game, I could see it being like the summer game that everyone's
Yeah.
obsessed with. But
Yeah. That would
yeah,
be
if it's
smart.
near, I think any game near GTA 6 is basically like walking into a black hole. Like you're done if you
Yeah.
launch near GTA 6, and that comes from someone who has no reverence for GTA. I don't care about it at all, but I
Sure.
know that that game is going to sell 1.5 billion copies. So
Yeah. It's all people will play in the fall. Like they will nobody will
yeah,
be playing. Well, I mean, of course, people will be playing other stuff, but it's the only big game you'll hear about for
yeah,
a year,
exactly,
probably or more.
For the next
100%.
13 years.
What about
Yeah,
Gears of War E-Day? Was that also this year, or that's next year?
They haven't. I don't think they've confirmed.
Okay.
I think it's been stated as 2026, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed.
Okay.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I want to say they had that Game Pass trailer during the Keeleys at the end of the year, and I'm pretty sure one of them was like when it was going, they were going in all the vaults of the Xbox games. I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
Gears of War one said like coming 2026 or something
Yeah, I
like
just looked it
that.
up. It says 2026.
Because my
Yeah,
worry is that Xbox will do what Xbox does and just release them within 2 weeks
yeah,
of each other and then put it on.
yeah. Wouldn't be surprised because E Day sounds like obviously we haven't seen any gameplay, but it sounds incredible. So I
Yeah.
want to play E Day, and yeah, if they put it out to die, then I'm so over Xbox being stupid at this point that I'm like
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't.
And you also have
But who
Fable, of
knows?
course. When it was so
And yeah, Fable. That's another one that if it's in the fall, like Fable, I think looks awesome. I'm
yeah,
really excited for it,
hopefully, yeah.
but yeah, if they launch it near GTA, I mean, you can tell that Xbox or Microsoft has no idea what they're doing. Like, I'm not even blaming the Xbox team; I'm blaming Microsoft
Sure.
for all this. And
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it's obvious
Definitely.
they have no idea what they're doing, and they're. I feel like they're trying to get this shit to fail. It's insane how
Yeah,
dumb they
yeah.
are. Like, I
I
feel like
agree.
Satya
Yeah.
is like, we're gonna shut down Xbox and we're gonna kill it slowly.
Yeah.
Like, it's just what it feels like. So who knows? Who knows? But anyway, I should probably do more of this list.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, probably should do
No,
more of
you're
the
good.
list.
I mean, I love talking video games, so I'm not gonna complain. But my number 30 on my list is a game that actually came out last year, but I was so in love with it I had to include it, and that is The Midnight Walk.
Oh,
It was PlayStation 5 exclusive. but it had a PSVR version, and that is by far my favorite VR experience I've ever had. It was incredible to play this game. It was basically like you were living in a Tim Burton movie. It was so
Oh,
good.
cool.
The setting was so incredible. Like playing it 2D, I know people have done it. I know our friend Dan played it 2D and he enjoyed it, but I know it's probably good, but it is like it's probably like a 6 or not 6, like a 7 or 8 out of 10 2D. But in VR, it is a 11 out of 10. I loved this experience so much that if anyone has a PSVR, please, please, please play the Midnight Walk. It is so good, and it's a devastating story. Like it's not. It's. I mean, of course, I'm also a walking sim guy. It's a more of a walking sim puzzler type game, but I just loved every moment of this game. I played through it twice, mostly to get the platinum, but it's a short game too. It's like a 5-6 hour game. It's not incredibly long, but it's just I grew up loving claymation movies like the Nightmare Before Christmases, the Coralines. Like I love those types of
Oh, yeah.
movies. So it just it pushed every correct button for me. So I absolutely love this game, and I think it deservedly is within my top 30. So Midnight Walk at 30.
I'm looking it up right now. It looks amazing. Yeah. Is it? Do you,
Yeah.
is it? Do you recommend it in like not VR or not?
Like I said, I don't want to say it's like a worse experience, but it kind of is because it's so good in VR. But I would suggest because again, it's only like a 5 hour game or something, but the story is so good because it's just you and it's his name's Potboy, and you just basically are walking through this world. You're doing the Midnight Walk is what it's called, and it
Cool.
is such a vibe. I do recommend it. I am just putting the caveat out there that VR is what makes it so much better. But
Okay.
like because I did clean up the platinum in 2D because I just didn't want to wear the headset anymore,
Sure.
and it still is incredible. But it's like when you are in that world, it just
Sure.
adds to it. But as a
Cool.
2D game, I still do highly recommend it. Yes, I
Looks
love it.
amazing. Looks
Yeah, it's
amazing.
definitely a game I want to get to.
It won VR Game of the Year at the Keeleys last year too. Like
Oh,
it
okay.
yeah,
Cool.
it's very 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 good. So yes, I would
That's
definitely
highly.
recommend it.
I'm putting it on my to playlist for this year. It looks great. Yeah.
Hell yeah, so good. Yeah, I mean you could do if you want to do like some Saturday marathon stream. You could knock it out one day if you really want.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
really love it, and I will be there in your comments telling you how to solve things.
Finally, a good helper.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Chris Broderick. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Awesome.
Yeah, unless you have anything to add, Sean or Locke. Sorry, or I guess Sean, if you have anything to add, otherwise Locke.
I just want. This is a game I
Sure
want to
thing.
play. It looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's a very simple platinum if that's what you're into. It's definitely not a difficult one. You might have to go back and redo some stuff, but it has chapter select, so you can always do that. If you miss something, you can always go back to the level and redo it. So it's yeah, it's really simple for the platinum chasers out there. So yeah,
Cool.
Locke number 30.
My number 30 is the only Obsidian game on my list so far, anyway. And it's not New Vegas, but it's a game from 2014. Can you guess what it is? It's an RPG from 2014 made by Obsidian. And you both played it, and you both love it, but not a lot of people remember it when they think about Obsidian.
I don't know.
I can give you another hint. It was, I think, published by Ubisoft, which was really weird.
South Park, Stick of Truth.
Oh, South Park.
You're right. You're right.
Yes.
That is my number 30. I love this game, and I never expected to love this game because back in the day, I was a huge South Park fan. I loved South Park. It was my favorite show, maybe of all time, when I was a kid, or up until in my 20s or in college. And when the Stick of Truth came out, I figured, okay, let's just try it. It'll never capture the essence of the show. It'll never have the right callbacks. It's made by Ubisoft and Obsidian. This is never going to work, but let's just try it. And then I played it, and I absolutely love this game because it is an episode of the show. You're playing a 12-hour episode of the show, and all the callbacks to the earlier seasons, even back to season 1, and all the new characters. It was perfect. It was the perfect South Park game for me. I don't think they'll ever be able to top this. They tried with what was the sequel called?
The Fractured
Butthole.
Fractured Butthole, which for some reason didn't hit at all for me. But
I
the
didn't like
Stick
the
of Truth,
gameplay.
I love
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
I actually liked Fractured Butthole a little bit better, but I think both games are
Oh,
phenomenal. And I
okay.
played them back to back when I played them. Because I
Sure.
remember I
Okay.
played this right when I came back from Hawaii back in
Yeah,
2024,
I remember
and I
because you
Oh.
talked
freaking
about him on this.
I fell in love with these games. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Have you watched South Park before, or
So I
was
had
it
never
complete?
watched it before then, and then I started watching it,
Oh,
and I was like, "This
okay.
show's freaking awesome."
Yeah, yeah. There's so many little callbacks in that game to like very early seasons. So I feel like it was made for like old people. Like it's
Yeah.
geared towards new fans, and every. It's so cool, Sean, that you're like a new South Park fan that could enjoy it then, because that means it works on both levels, which is very
Yeah.
important for a
It,
game.
it immediately took me in, and I was like, I am so interested in this like overall universe, and I caught myself
Yeah,
laughing. I had a blast with it. It was like
yeah.
super fun.
It's one of the only games I had to stop playing for a couple of minutes because I was laughing so hard. There's so many
Mm.
good jokes in that game. So when you go to Canada, well, I don't want to spoil it, of course, but
Oh, that
there's
was
so
Yeah,
many.
don't spoil. Yeah.
I remember.
Oh,
So I remember when I got to that part, I messaged our Games Over Plastic Discord, and I'm like, "What is up with these people?" I was like, "Why do they look like this?"
yeah, dude.
It's perfect. Yeah,
Dude, I was crying laughing when you get to Canada. But with just I will just say the gameplay changes. That's all I
yeah.
will say, or the visual
I
style
loved it.
changes. I
I
was
loved it.
crying laughing because it was so because they love making fun of Canada in the show, as anyone who's watched
Yeah.
it knows, and I was crying. But yeah, no, like my favorite old school reference is that you collection Pokemon, which is from season
Yes.
Yep.
3. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I absolutely I'm not a huge turn-based person. There are some turn-based games like Final Fantasy VII, Clair Obscur. Those games,
Sure.
the gameplay I mean, it's really in it despite the gameplay. I love those games. And that's the same with Stick of Truth. Like, I don't like the turn-based was fine in that game, but it was so good and so funny that I didn't even care. But yeah, that game, I'm so happy you had that on your list because yeah, it is incredible and it is hysterical. I too was the same. I was watching South Park well before I should have. I think it premiered in '98, I believe. So I
Yeah,
was 7, and I was watching it back then. Like
yeah.
I knew it was growing up in the '90s. There was a lot of pearl clutching like stuff with like, oh, our children cannot be exposed to this horrific show, and I'm sitting there laughing at Terrence and Phillip fart jokes. Like it is. South Park has been part of my life since I was literally like 7 or 8 years old, and it's a shame because the show is not nearly as funny as it used to be.
No, it's not.
But
Yeah,
when Stick of Truth came out, the show was still very, very good. And
yeah.
so, yeah, it is. I absolutely love Stick of Truth. So I'm very happy you have that on your list. So
Even
good.
the gameplay I thought was amazing. Like because like you
Yeah.
said, turn based, but it's done in such a fun way, and then the mechanics
Mhm.
that you fart on people and they make them sick, and it's just such a
Yeah.
fun. It's not too long, it's not too short. It's a perfect length. Great story, great music, fun story. It was I loved it. Yeah,
Freaking
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome pick.
Yeah.
That's a great
Which
pick.
is such a. Yeah, which is such a bummer that Snow Day came out and was absolutely abysmal.
Oh, yeah,
Like
dude,
I was
yeah.
hoping for another great South Park game because
Yeah,
Fractured But Whole, I still enjoyed it. It just wasn't. I
yeah,
just like Stick of Truth better. But like the scene in this Fractured But Whole when you have the side quest of finding out who's king Randy's car and it turns out it's him and he's drunk and
yeah,
and you have to fight him while he's drunk. It's one of the funniest bosses in the game and
yeah.
I absolutely I love every every moment of those games. They're so funny. They're such a love letter to South Park fans because like
Yeah.
you said, it's just a long episode and all the throwbacks are perfect. And yeah,
And even the way the animations work in that game, right? You as a graphic designer,
yeah,
it's perfect because it is the
yeah,
show. You're walking in the show, like you're
yeah.
walking in their houses and you see all their stuff, and then it's
Yeah,
yeah,
or the difficulty slider of going from white to black, and one of the it's like swordsman, mage, and then Jew. Like
yeah, yeah,
it's just so South Park humor. It's so
yeah,
funny. I
Shout out to
absolutely love that
Butters.
game.
yeah.
Butters is so funny. Butters, Jimmy, Timmy, all the side characters in that show are hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tolkien.
I absolutely love it.
Tolkien.
Yeah,
They
Tolkien,
renamed
yeah,
him.
Tolkien.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those yeah, one of the funnier retcons I've done in that show because the character's actually his name used to be Token Black. That was literally
Yeah.
his name. His last name was Black, and then they changed it to like Richardson or whatever it was, and then now it's Tolkien instead of Token. But yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely hysterical. But
Yeah. Shout out to
Sean.
Santa Claus too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um,
Yeah.
all right, so we don't need to speak about this game a lot because we have spoken about this game a lot on this show, and that is my number 29 is The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh,
I
nice.
really, really enjoy The Last of Us series. I think Naughty Dog is phenomenal studio. I don't think they've ever produced a bad game, and I freaking love this game. I think the story is super compelling. I loved that. I went in spoiler free, so I was shocked when you switched to Abby, and I fell in love with her playing as her, and I thought the whole overall gameplay was great. I thought the story was phenomenal. I know there's a lot of issues. People think it's the pacing's bad. I thought it was fine. Like I'm used to long games, so I didn't think it was that bad. It was that long. I loved exploring Seattle. I loved the day structure of like you have day one, day two, day three. Running through the aquarium was freaking awesome. I thought the overall experience of the game was like something really special. Very moving game. I remember it came out in June 2020. I remember I played it in the span of like 3 days and was like, I cannot believe it was incredible. And I remember I got on a Zoom call with my friend Scott right after we both played it, and we talked for like 4 hours about the game. Like we couldn't.
Mm.
It was just like, dude, I can't believe we just played that. It was insane. Yeah, it was an amazing game, really eye opening. The improvements in gameplay from The Last of Us One were substantial, and I think the story, like I said, is better. But to each their own. But yeah, I'm super excited for the future of the franchise. Like I would love A Last of Us Part 3 just to see where it goes. Wasn't as high on the show as we know, but the game was sweet. So shout out to Abby. I don't want to say much more because we've talked about this game many many times.
I'll just say it's in my top 5 forever. I love this game. I think it's way better than the first one. It's my favorite single player action stealth game of all time. I think best the story. I know people have their issues with the story, but I don't. I think the story
Same,
is
same.
brilliant. I thought the show was horrendous, but that's due to casting
Yeah,
and pacing.
Casting's perfect.
It's nice that they're giving Down syndrome kids a chance to act, but shouldn't be on such level.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's so sad seeing like those photos of that girl from Alien Romulus as Abby or as Ellie. It's like literally
She would have been
perfect,
perfect.
literally perfect.
Well, to be fair, because that's a mean thing to say, of course. That's the way she looks. She can't help the way she looks, but it's also the acting.
She's
She
just
wasn't
not a
the-
good
Bad
actress,
acting,
yeah.
very bad
Yeah,
acting.
it's
Very
just not
bad.
the right. Well, maybe she's good in another role. I don't know. We'll hopefully in her future she plays something else. But it was just it's not her fault. It's the people who cast her that are at fault. Like it's
Yeah.
just bad casting. They should have known. They should have. Like I don't know who was responsible during the audition process, but that
Dude.
was bad. Yeah.
Watching there's this side by side scene from the first game where Joel is like, "You sure as hell ain't my daughter," like that thing. There's a side by side of the show and the game, and Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, is that her last name?
Yeah.
It's like Oscar versus Razzie, like the difference in quality of acting, and Joel what's his name, Pedro Pascal. He's not even a bad actor. He's not a good Joel. But as in terms of the game, before obviously we move into my next one is, again, I thought the game was okay. I never hated it, but the discourse around it has made me hate it more and more over time.
Sure.
And again, like that's why I had Last of Us Part 1 at, what did I have it at, 18? Because like it used to be a top 5 game for me, but I just got so tired of this. Like I'm just like, I can't love the first one as much as I used to because again, in even Part 2, the acting, the music, the setting, the graphics, the gameplay, all 10 out of 10, straight up 10 out of 10. The story I thought at best was like a 6 when I played it, but over time I'm just like, I hate it more. I was never Team Abby, though. I will say that throughout the game, I was never on Abby's side, even though I loved her story with Lev. I thought it was a great story. Like that aspect, I thought it was great. And Abby has the best part of the game of going in that hotel. That part is so fun and so cool. But like, again, just the discourse around this game has made me like it less and less over time. But again, I actually do want to replay it now that I have my pro. I was gonna do it because I started playing it on my
dude,
normal.
it's
I started
amazing.
replaying it on PS5. Again, I will say though, even in playing it on my PS5, I hate Dina. I hate her. I don't like that character at all, and it stood with me because it's like they barely get out of surviving a swarm of infected attacking them, and she's like, we should get a house." It's like, not the time, not the time, Dina. Come on, read the room. And so I never liked Dina, but I do want to play it on the Pro because I played it like for 5 minutes because I had my old save from when I played on my normal PS5, and oh my god,
Yeah,
that game is beautiful on the
yeah,
Pro. So
it's insane.
I really want to give it an honest second look of trying to take my bias of what I feel about the game out of it. I really want to re-experience it. It's been long enough. It's been 6 years now at this point since the game came out. So I really want to give myself a second look at it. Even though I already know I'm gonna hate Dina because again I replayed the start. I can't stand her. She's a horrible character.
But
But
you can play it in the way because you had a problem with the pacing, right? Because you can play it in a different way now.
yeah, I know now they have like the chronological one or
Yeah,
whatever where you can go day 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So I
yeah,
I might, but I've heard it doesn't play as well. Like it doesn't flow as well if you do it
no,
that way. So
yeah.
yeah, because that was one of my issues of like 10 hours of Ellie, and then all of a sudden, guess what? 10 hours of Abby. I'm like, really? Like I have to do all this again, and then I thought it was over, and then there's 5 more hours of the game. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this game's too long. But
It is
but yeah,
long. Yeah,
I have my issues with the game, as I've said before, but I'm not like those people on Twitter who's like, it's woke. I hate it, everything about it. Like, no, I loved a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
this game. And I still listen to the soundtrack. It's such a good,
Oh yeah,
I mean, Gustavo Santiago or whatever his name is,
beautiful.
amazing soundtrack. So
But
there's so much I love about this game. It's just like, yeah, just
the
the discussion
discourse.
around it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just can't stand it anymore.
What do you guys think about? Because this is recent news. I presume you haven't talked about this. What do you guys think about the show ending after season 3?
I'm not surprised because I called this, I think even on our spoiler cast when we did it for season 2, I said the second Joel's gone, I feel like many casuals are done with the show. And now leading into a new season where it's going to be an entirely new cast, not even Bella Ramsey's going to be in it. It's like, you're really, it's hardly last to casual fans who just wanted to watch Pedro Pascal and Bello do, their father daughter type thing. It's a new show for them, and I don't see casual sticking around. So I think they saw that too, and are like, we just have to end this. Like, we have to get it done. And the fact that Neil left, he says it's to focus on Intergalactic, which could be true. I don't know, but the fact that he left and now it's just Craig Mazin's show running it, it's like I do see them being like, all right, let's wrap it up. We need to move on from this. Like, I really do think the quality and the internals that they've noticed, like, this is not holding up out, because the first one was so universally beloved, even though we've said the game's better than the show and all that. But
Oh
the
yeah,
first season
definitely.
was so beloved that they thought it was going to be 5 seasons of like that quality. And I think it tanked in the second season. They're like, we just need to end this game. We need to finish it. So I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what's going on.
I also think it has something to do with how long HBO just makes shows. They take forever to make shows, and it's
That too,
absurd,
yeah.
and it costs so
Which
much
is insane.
freaking money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too,
Whereas
yeah.
then you see Amazon crank out Fallout in 11 months.
Yeah, they're making the new season right.
Yeah.
They're already filming the new season, so that'll
Mhm.
be next year.
So it just, I think a lot of it has to do with that. But anyways,
I
that
agree.
is Last of Us 2. So why don't we move on,
Yeah.
Hodge? You're up next.
Yeah, so number 29 for you, boy, is a game that I played religiously back on the PlayStation 2, and that is Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Ooh, what a game! What a
Nice.
game!
Absolutely love these. I was very torn between both of them, but because to me, I played them both kind of at the same time, so they blend together. But I know 2 is where they added space battles, they added
2's a
more
lot
planets,
better.
they added
2 is
yeah.
a
So
lot better. Yeah.
yeah, so I played it. So when EA announced that they were bringing it back, I was so hyped, and then it was just
Yep.
such a dud, which is so depressing. Like,
Yeah.
I went back and played. I think I said this on the show at some point, but me and my cousin were waiting for like a Bears game to start or something. So we're like, let's just throw on a co-op game. And Battlefront 2 is on Game Pass, so we're like, let's just play some co-op Battlefront 2, and this game still holds up. It
Dude,
is
I
still
platinumed it
so
earlier.
much fun.
Remember, I platinumed it like last March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get that HD remaster so
It's
I can do
so
that,
good.
'cause,
It is
yeah,
so
this
freaking
game-
good.
Yeah, incredible. I loved this game. And dude, just playing like the heroes mode where you're only the heroes
Yep.
and
Mhm.
villains, it's
Yeah, great.
an absolute blast. So I love this game. I have so much reverence for it. I need to go back and play that HD collection. But yeah,
It's
Star
so
Wars
good.
Battlefront 2, incredible
Great
game.
game.
So
I remember
that's
discovering
my
this
29.
game. I went over my friend Anthony Gallo's house, and he goes, "You want to play this game?" And he booted it up. I'm like, "Is this a real thing? What am I watching?" Because I had just got into Star Wars. I was probably like 6, and I was amazed at it, and I like freaking loved it. I remember I got Battlefront 2 for Christmas that year, and I loved it. I was amazed at those space. I thought they were like the coolest things ever, and yeah, I played so many hours of that game. It was actually the first game I ever played online.
Yeah.
Like on a
Yeah,
console.
also-
On a console.
Yeah. My first I remember quickly was Killzone. I played that online. It was awesome. But yeah. But dude, also I gotta say quick, RIP Pandemic.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
can't believe
great
that studio
studio.
closed.
Crazy.
Dude, this Saboteur, Lord of the Rings Conquest. Did they do that Lord of the Rings Return of the King game? I can't remember.
No, that was EA. That was EA.
Okay.
That was-
But yeah,
yeah.
absolutely love this
Yeah.
game. So
Um,
yeah.
One more thing I just want to say about Battlefront 2 is that I think the levels are insane in this game. Like,
Mhm.
I love going on the Death Star. And they outdid themselves with Galactic Conquest is so intricate and so in-depth that it has no business being as good as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Locke, you got anything else to say? Otherwise, you are up with your 29.
Oh, I love Battlefront 2. I love the originals. I didn't like the new ones all that much, but I thought the originals were amazing.
Dude, remember the single player mode of 2 and how bad it was?
The Mitch
Never played
Tactic.
it. Never played it.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But,
And before that, they were promoting it as, "Oh, you're gonna play the bad guys finally." But I don't want to spoil it. But you're not.
well, everyone knew. You don't even have to spoil it. Everyone knows. If you're playing as a stormtrooper, they're switching sides.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
Finn.
Yeah, like Finn. Yeah, a ruined character that could have been great.
Yeah. Well, there's another opportunity maybe with the next sequel or whatever.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna do now. So
Yeah, that's great.
Well, let's focus on the positives. Locke, you're up.
Yeah.
At number 29, I have a game that came out only last year. Well, technically a year and 3 months ago, which is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this game was immaculate. And I never expected an Indiana Jones game to be good again. Because the last, to me anyway, the last actually good Indiana Jones game is from 1998, which was The Fate of Atlantis, which was an old point-and-click adventure game, or maybe 1999. I don't really know, 1997 or somewhere around that time. But I hated Indiana Jones, the last 2 movies. I hated the Crystal Skull, and the last one I don't even want to name it. That movie doesn't exist for me.
There's only 3 Indiana Jones movies.
Yes. Well, there's 4 now because I think this one is the perfect movie. I think this completely captures the soul of Indiana Jones. I think Troy Baker did a phenomenal job. I'm so sad that he didn't win anything for it because you know what makes it so special is every other voice actor, or the voice actors who won last year, Jennifer English, great actors, fantastic voice actors, but she always uses her own voice. And I think Troy Baker transforming his own voice, actually sounding like Harrison Ford, and doing such a great job. I think what he did here was phenomenal. The story was great. The villain was awesome. Indy himself was great. The locations were fantastic. Exploration, so much fun. The gameplay was cool. I love and adore this game. We never get games like this anymore. Like just fun adventures. They don't come around that often anymore. So sadly, it didn't do well. Sadly, we won't get a sequel probably. The DLC was okay, but amazing game. I thought it was fantastic. I had a great time with it.
I played this via Game Pass. I am going to buy it on PlayStation as well when it comes out because I 100% or got the 1000 Gs or whatever on Xbox. I'm going to get the platinum for this game too because I loved it. The only thing I talked about in the game, it almost killed it for me, was I don't want to say what happens, but there's a certain like power that's introduced in the game that I did not like. What it leads to I enjoyed because it is biblical, like how the first and third movies are, so I enjoyed that aspect. But how it works, it was very, it seemed very Disney to me rather than like Lucasfilm. So
True.
that's really the only thing that ruined it. But yeah, the performances, the music, it felt, I remember seeing it when it's like first person, really, like you don't
Yeah.
see, like that felt so weird to me. And the gameplay trailers, I was like, I don't, it doesn't really land. But playing it, I'm like, oh, this is so good. It plays
Yeah.
so well. I absolutely love this game. So it's not on my top, but I really did love this game. Other than that little bit of the plot that I wasn't huge on, but yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, definitely better than the two movies. Definitely better than those
Uh,
two movies that don't actually exist. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah, those two fan films that were made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but Sean, you got anything about this? Otherwise, you're up.
I don't really have anything. I didn't play the game, and I have like no nostalgia for Indiana Jones. Like I've only seen watched the first
Love it.
movie a couple of years ago for the first time ever. I thought it was pretty good, but I just never. I wasn't brought up with it, so it's like I don't really have that much nostalgia. But I'm glad people enjoy the game. Um, with that said, we're gonna go on to my game, and this is a game that was well, this is a game from a franchise that was definitely heavily inspired by Indiana Jones, and that is Uncharted 4. Um,
Mm.
I think this is. I love the Uncharted series, so I got back to back Naughty Dog games. I love the Uncharted series. I think Uncharted 4 is a masterpiece to in a great way to send off the series. Like I don't think we need any more Uncharted. I think the perfect mix of action and exploration. I think of all the Uncharted games, this is the best writing. I think this is the most serious. There's definitely a lot of anger in this game. There's a lot of sadness, but there's also a combination of like nostalgia with this game too, because you there's like throwbacks to the old Uncharted 1 through 3 and Golden Abyss. I thought they did a really good job with opening up some of the levels to make it much more explorable. Um, that part where I'm not even going to spoil it. I know it's a 10-year-old game at this point this year, but I'm not going to spoil it. But in that point where you're playing the old game with Elena, I like freaked out because we know how much I love that other series. I like
Yeah.
couldn't. I like lost my mind. I couldn't believe that they even were allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's the perfect send off to the series. I found the story awesome. I know that the writing, the game went through so many rewrites, but I think it ended up being a masterpiece. And I actually really enjoyed Nate's brother Sam. I really enjoyed him. I thought it was really cool. So yeah, Uncharted 4, great game. Yeah.
Yeah. Lock. You got anything to say about that?
Yes, but I'll get to it when it's my next game.
Oh, all right. So yeah, before we move on to Locke's next game,
Well,
I
your
will
next
say
game.
I love
Yeah.
what?
Your next game. You're up next.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was saying I'm going to say Uncharted before we move on to. Oh yeah, I am next. Never mind. You're right. I love Uncharted 4. It is so hard for me to rank these games because they're just all incredible. I love all like I even though I understand the first one didn't age as well, I still love that game so much. Like, and so 4 is incredible. The only thing I do like Sam as a character. My only problem with it is he just came out of nowhere. Like there was no mention of him
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
And they also undo the Drake storyline of like him being the long lost, descendant of Nath of whatever Drake. And so that's really the only thing I don't like, but I love the setting. The pirate stuff is so cool. I love all of that. It's
I
so,
also
and it's
love
obviously
what one of my favorite levels
no
of the
go.
game is the prison escape level.
Oh yeah, it's
I
so
love
good.
that.
And
Yeah.
like graphically, like I said on your stream yesterday, Locke, I wish that they would give 1 through 3 the Last of Us remake care of where they made them look like and play like this game. If they updated all the gameplay and graphics to look like 4, I would be in heaven. I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
Same.
But yeah, Uncharted 4, it's a phenomenal game. I remember the first time I played it, I was a little soft on it because it's way longer than the first 3. And I just remember being like, I don't know, it didn't land with me. But then I replayed it. I'm like, I was crazy for never like not loving this game immediately. Like on replay, I really don't know where I rank it because I love, especially 2 and 3 as well. They're all so good that it's so hard to like. It's like picking your favorite child. It's impossible. Like it's so, yeah. I don't know. I love this game. So yeah, great pick.
right.
But I will get to my number 28, and that is Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. As everyone knows,
Nice.
I'm a diehard platformer lover. I grew up on Spyro. Spyro 2 is my number 3 game of all time. But this game is so much. I just replayed it last year, actually, because they had a bunch of PS2 classics come to PlayStation Plus, and this was one of them. Or maybe I bought it for like $10. I can't remember. But either way, I replayed it. Still holds up. I love the art style of this game. It's goofy. I love the stealth platforming. It's so much fun. It's obviously it's very, it's a kid game and it has the goofy cartooniness, but I've always loved this game. And the other ones are good, but they never stuck with me as much as this first one did. I just absolutely loved this game. And yeah, you're just trying to get all your thief powers back and like from the Thievius Raccoonus book and all. I just absolutely love this game. So yeah, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus is my number 28.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love that era of the PS2 mascot platformers. You had Sly, Ratchet, and Jack. Sly was always like my number 2 one. I really enjoy it. I unfortunately we'll never get our Sly 5, so we're left on that cliffhanger ending of Sly 4. But
Remember
yeah,
when they also
great
had a
pick.
TV show in the
Yes,
works?
I do.
That never happened.
But great pick,
Yeah.
Hodge. Great pick.
Yeah. Lock, you up?
Well, I never played Sly Cooper, but I do know it's Maddie's second favorite game of
Yes.
all time after
Oh, really?
KOTOR. Yeah.
Yeah, he
So
loves
Nice.
he loves the
he's got
Sly
that on there.
series.
Nice.
But I never played it. But it looks really cool. It looks. I know Brad loves it too. I know Colin loves it too. So I know they're really cool. But I just never. I hope maybe one day they'll remake them or whatever, and then I'll be able to play them. But my number 28 is not Uncharted 4, even though Uncharted 4 is the better game. But my number 28 is Uncharted 3, which is my
Ooh,
favorite
okay.
Uncharted game.
All right.
I love Uncharted 4. It's obviously the better game. It has a better story, better characters, better writing, better gameplay. Of course, it's the better game. But Uncharted 3 is the only game I ever bought. I remember I got it on a Sunday, and normally stores are closed here on a Sunday. But our local game store called me. They knew me personally. They called me. They told me, we got it early. If you want, you can come pick it up right now. Just pay us under the table. We'll give you a copy. Just you can get it a day early. So I did. I got up Sunday 9 a.m. Went to the store, got it, and played it in one sitting, which I've never done before with any game. It to me it was the perfect adventure game. It was an Indiana Jones movie. It was like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, just in 3D. I thought Uncharted 1 was good. I thought Uncharted 2 was great, but I thought Uncharted 3 was perfect to me. It is my favorite level of all time in any game of all time, which is the sinking cruise ship.
Oh,
I
so
think
good.
I think that level is immaculate, so creative in every way. I think it's my favorite theme of all the 4 games because it goes a little bit fast. I love the theme. I love the music. I love the danger in this game. Like you constantly, or at least I constantly thought that Sully was gonna die because this was gonna be the last one. This was like the end of the trilogy, so we didn't know there was gonna be a 4th one. So I thought Sully was gonna die, and I thought they were gonna wrap it up. But then, well, no spoilers, of course. The villain was also highly original. The way the game starts in the English
bar
pub,
fight,
you have
yeah.
to the bar fight, and then there was the first hint for The Last of Us in
Mhm.
there as well, and it flows together. This game has the perfect pacing to me. Like out of any game I've ever played, this game has the most perfect pacing. You just flow from one level into the next. It never drags. It's never too easy. It's never too hard. It's immaculate what they did here. And again, Uncharted 4 is the better game, of course. But to me personally, I love Uncharted 3 more, and I can't put both of them in a list because of the rules. So I had to pick Uncharted 3. But yeah, like you said, Sean, fantastic series. Yeah.
So close to it's very, very close to me on my Uncharted rankings. Like 4 and 3 are like right there. The
Same,
desert
yeah.
sequence when you first enter that desert,
yeah.
I could not believe that I was actually playing. I can't believe that game ran on a PS3.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that was
insane, right?
insane to
Yeah.
me. The game looked
Yeah.
so realistic at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game was unbelievable, and it had the iconic like when you're falling from the airplane and all the cars come
cargo
out.
plane,
Like
yeah.
Dude, it's what James Bond, like the new game, is trying to mimic now, which is
Yeah.
my main reason of like be careful of this game because it maybe it'll steal a lot. But you're right. Yeah, great scene.
Yeah, Uncharted 3 is phenomenal. Great game from 2011. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember waiting for this one because I bought my PS3 in 2009. I just dropped out of college because I was sick, not because I'm stupid, but I'm stupid too. But I was sick, and
Don't
so I
drop
was
out,
home
kids.
just yeah. So I was home and just bored because I had to wait for the next semester at a different college to start because I went to community college after that. But I was home and I had some money saved up from when I worked over the summer, so I went out and bought this really nice Sony 1080p 120 hertz TV, which at the time was like
Sure.
top of the line. Like it was like
Yeah.
$500 for a 32-inch TV, which you get for probably $89 now. But so I bought that and I bought my PS3, and with it I bought Uncharted 1 because I was like, I just want, and God of War 3 because God of War 3 was one I've been waiting forever for. But I
Nice.
bought Uncharted 1. I was like, this game's incredible. So I went and I bought Uncharted 2 like literally the next week. I was like, this game's incredible. And then so I had to wait because I got it like 2009, and this one was what, 2011?
2011,
Yeah,
November
2011.
2011.
So yeah, I had to actually wait for it. I just remember the wait was so painful because I just played 1 and 2 back to back, and I'm like, oh my god, it's still 2 years away. Oh god. But sorry, go.
No, I was saying I'll never forget when Uncharted 3 came out because I was a sophomore in high school and I was at a track meet the day it came out, and my dad got home from work and he's like, "Hey, I'm not going to come to your track meet." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, I'm going to be playing Uncharted 3, so your mother's going to come." I'm like, "All right." And I remember my race was first, and I asked my coach, I'm like, "Hey, coach, can my mom take me home so I can go play this game, Uncharted 3?" Like, not thinking like I should just make something up. He goes, "Are you kidding me?" Right? And he looks at me. He goes, "No." So I sat there the whole time. My dad's texting me. He's like, "Dude, this game's incredible. Like, you have to come home and play it." And I like came home and I like immediately wanted to play it. Of course, I got home at like 9 o'clock at night and I had school the next day. So I was like, I was so mad. But yeah, the game's incredible.
Yeah, so it came out in November 2011. Yeah, that means that I had just transferred to Augustana, which is where I graduated from. And at the time, I didn't have really any friends. Like everyone I knew was already like in a frat and stuff, so they all had like their own stuff. So some weekends I was just in my dorm room doing nothing. And I remember when this came out, I saw my TV at the foot of my bed and my PlayStation 3 underneath it, and just playing the absolute crap out of this game. But dude, that's the one thing that also really bummed me out about the Uncharted movie that we were talking about even on your stream yesterday is they stole all these
Scenes from
parts from the
games.
games.
Yeah.
Like they stole the pirate ships from Uncharted 4. They stole this from Uncharted, or the cargo from Uncharted 3. And so it's like the fact that they try to kind of retcon-ish the first movie into being a prequel to the first game. I'm like, well, you already stole these set pieces from the games that are iconic. It's like, what are you doing? So it just bums me out about the movie in that sense. But yeah, this game, unbelievable. Again, it's so hard to rank these because 2, 3, and 4 are basically tied for first for me. They're all so good.
They're all so
that
good.
It's so hard to choose. But I love also from this one the story of how Nate and Sully met. I love that. It's so
that was
good.
a huge reveal. That was like not shown at all before the game came out.
Yeah,
that was like mind blowing.
Yeah, and it was so good, like seeing and how they meet in the movies just abysmal, but how they meet in this game so good. And yeah, I absolutely love this game. So
again, perfect pacing, right? Like you get out of the fight, and then suddenly you're a young Drake, and you're wherever they were, Madagascar or whatever they no, that's in 4. I don't know, somewhere.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
My only complaint of the pacing of this game is when you're under the influence of those drugs, it goes on a little too long. Oh, yeah. you wander the halls.
Where am I? Whoa.
It's like, we get it. He's tripping ball. Like, but that's like there's so many games that do that where it's like you're under the influence and you're walking down a hallway. It's like, all right, this doesn't need to be this long. Like, can we? Like, I think Batman also did that. I'm like, we don't need to do that. Like, can we speed it up a little bit? But other than that, yeah, this game is absolutely amazing. But Sean, 27.
All right, I'm gonna go with another late gen PS3 game that came out in 2013 and is still dominating the sales charts today, and that is Grand Theft Auto 5. As we know, I love the Grand Theft Auto series. I'm so hyped for 6. Obviously, I've talked to death about how excited I am about 6. 5, I think, is the best Grand Theft Auto game. I wasn't one of those, fourth grade, second grade, third grade kids playing GTA back in the day. I waited and I played GTA 4 for the first time in 2010 because I got it for Christmas. I remember I was playing it. My mom watched me play GTA 4 and she's like, "Why am I'm letting my 14-year-old son play this game?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay, mom." And I really loved GTA 4. And then when GTA 5, I was so hyped for GTA 5, I got it at midnight. It was one of the only midnight launches I've ever been to. And it came out my senior year of high school. And I remember playing it so much. I played the story like multiple times. I found all three characters to be compelling. Trevor's the least compelling to me. I just kind of think he's a jerk, to be honest. He has some redeeming qualities near the end of the game. But I really like Franklin. I think Franklin's a phenomenal protagonist. And to me, he's the main guy. That I know people view Michael as the main guy, but Franklin to me was the main guy. And the fact that this game ran on a PS3 and there was so much to do, and then they released it a year later on PS4, and I got it there, and they added the first person mode, and I played through the game in the entirety of the first person mode. Going around in the summer, there's so much to do in this game. Like I've spent hundreds of hours not playing online for a single minute, and I've done so much in this world. The random encounters, you can just encounter random people in the world. Taking the submarine out and finding these random parts in the middle of the ocean, going mini golfing, going actual golfing. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a remarkable game, and I really enjoy the story too. I think it's a really, really cool story how you open up and you're in like Moscow, and Michael fakes his death, and Trevor thinks he's dead all these years later, and then these crazy events happen, and you just happen to you meet back up, and then you eventually team up and take down the big bad villain. I really like it. I really enjoy the Grand Theft Auto series, and I thought this game was phenomenal. Fantastic soundtrack too.
Nice.
GTA 5.
Locke, you got anything to say about that?
I like GTA 5. I think it has the best mechanics out of all the games, of course, the best map, the best vehicles and stuff. The story, I didn't like the three characters. I didn't like any of them, which is a me issue because I know a lot of people love Trevor, or a lot of people love Michael, or you love Franklin, which is awesome. I just miss like the emotional connection to because these were three comedy characters a little bit, like, and I didn't feel a way to connect with them like I did connect with CJ, especially from San Andreas, which was a more emotional story, I want to say, because the three stories you have here are very, it's like a parody on American life, right? During those times that it came out, like during the 2010 era, right?
Yeah.
And I think San Andreas connected with me more because it took place in the 90s and it was just a little bit heavier. But I still loved. It's awesome that you have it on your list because it's it's what is it? 15 years later, 14 years later, and
13,
and it's still ranking. It's still ranking in the sales list. So it's an immaculate game. I cannot wait for the new one.
Mm-hmm.
It's GTA is a great series, a fantastic series.
Oh, I told you, Tongue. Hodge, we're just gonna move on. We're gonna go right to you because I don't want you talking crap about GTA.
Oh, you don't like GTA?
No, I'm not
sorry.
a fan. But I will say, Midnight gave me Vice City as my Secret Santa game this year, so I will be playing Vice City this year, and I will see how I enjoy that.
Sean, you have to step in here. Because I think if you play Vice City, you're not going to like it, I think.
I've never played Vice City.
Because Vice City is extremely old, even in the remaster.
Yeah. I played 4, all the DLC of 4, then I played 5, and then I went back and played GTA 3 last year, like the re-release. It was good, but like I don't have nostalgia for it, so I'm like, all right, I totally can see where it's coming from. I really want to play GTA 1 and 2 though, like the top down. Like I really want to play that.
Those are.
But you've played 5, Hodge, or you've never played it.
I've played 4 and 5 and 3. I've just never.
Okay.
I don't know if it's like the goody two shoe in me, or I just never really cared for who you play as, like the criminal kind of thing. I don't
freaking love it.
It might be
love it.
Gay, I don't know, but I should.
Jesus. My students listen to this.
I don't. Sorry, I'm like I don't know. It's the vibe of it has never appealed to me. Like I love Red Dead Redemption. That game is immaculate. Undead Nightmare is still the greatest expansion of any game I've ever played. So it's really just the the setting and like game, like that kind of reason why I don't like GTA. It's never appealed to me. I've played, like I said, I've tried all three, 3, 4, and 5. I've never played Vice City or San Andreas. Those never stuck out, really appealed to me, but I'm going to play Vice City for midnight this year. But yeah, I don't know. It just never stuck out to me in that sense. I'm interested in 6. If it is like immaculate, maybe I will give it a shot. We'll see how it I mean, obviously it's going to be a great game, but I just want to see if it's like a 4K 60 type game, then maybe I'll give it, because it looks like the graphics look incredible for that game. So obviously, and then Red Dead 2 graphics were insane. So it's not that I like have any hatred towards it. It's one of those it's just not for me kind of series. In that
How
sense,
old were you when you played it? How old were you? Was that like at launch and then never again, or?
Well, 3 I played when it came out because I had it on PS2. 4,
Sure.
I don't know. It was at some point on Xbox 360. I played it. I don't
Sure.
remember.
Came
And
out
then
in
5, I played. Oh man, I don't remember. An ex-girlfriend of mine had it, and so I played it on hers, and it was just fine. Like, again, it's not like I dislike GTA. It's just I don't care really about the series, and so I know when 6 comes out, I'm gonna be the one guy who's like, I'm playing fucking whatever Uncharted again. Like, I won't care. So it's really not any like ill will towards the series. I just don't care about GTA really. I don't know. It's just me. I don't know.
But that's because you never connected with it. It seems, right? Like you never
Yeah,
connected with the characters.
because
And I
again,
think,
like,
yeah, go
because
ahead.
again, like I'm saying, like, again, Red Dead Redemption, I absolutely loved that
Sure.
game. So it's not
Yeah.
like it's like I hate Rockstar or anything. It's just
No.
GTA. I just never connected with.
So
But
what if there's a character in 6 that you
yeah,
maybe
I'm sure. Yeah, like I'm not like writing it off completely. It's just I know I
sure.
don't have the hype for 6 that other people do.
Okay.
It's just like I understand
Sure.
it's going to come out. It's going to sell 1 billion copies. Everyone's going to love it, but
Yeah.
I don't really care. So maybe I'll
Okay.
play it eventually. I don't know. Maybe I'll try 5 again eventually. I mean, I could
Yeah.
be. I'm the apparently the one person in the world who hasn't bought it. So, so
Oh.
I could buy it eventually. I don't know. We'll
Well,
see. But
like Sean said, like the first person mode is also really cool. Like it really changes the gameplay too.
Especially when you get to
yeah,
an accident and you go through the windshield and you go flying.
Yes.
It's insane. Yes.
that's awesome. Yeah, they need a PSVR mode. I could really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any like hatred towards the series. I just don't care about it. It's just
Sure.
it's never been for me. But my 27 is a game that Sean has to play, and that is Portal 2.
Oh.
Absolutely immaculate. Both games are incredible. The first one is an amazing little indie game, but the second one takes everything from the first one, expands on it, adds all this lore to the story, and it's hysterical. It is so funny. And all the little like Half-Life. I mean, I've never been a huge Half-Life guy, but well, I've never played them, so I can't say I'm not a Half-Life guy or not. I just never, because it was a PC game. I was never a
Sure.
PC gamer.
Yeah.
But Portal 2, it's just the gameplay, the puzzles are incredible. The co-op mode is awesome. The story of Chell in the game, it's just
Great.
perfect all around. It's hilarious. It's one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. Like, again, I mean, it's
Yeah.
27 on my list. So yeah, Portal 2 is my 27.
That's a great choice. J.K. Simmons too, great
Yeah.
actor in that game. Such a dude, and well, I don't. It's so tough to spoil it.
I
'Cause
know,
you
because
can't. But
I'm thinking like the story, because it's one of those
yeah,
games without obviously spoiling it. I'll just say it this way: it's one of those where the story is told in such a subtle way that
yeah,
you'll miss it if you're not paying attention.
exactly.
Like because there's parts where GLaDOS is like that voice is familiar, or something like
Yeah,
stuff like that, where it's like it never like blatantly tells you like this is
yeah,
what's happening. It's you really have to read the environment, find the clues, really pay
yeah.
attention to understand it. It's such a smart game in that
Yeah,
way.
that's what
And
it is.
it's so I just absolutely love this game.
All right. So I
This was
shouldn't play
my
it. So I shouldn't play it while listening to a podcast.
no,
No, I don't play games while listening to podcasts. I'm just joking.
Yeah, and plus, even without the story, the jokes are so funny in the game. Like
Yeah.
it's Wheatley is one of the funniest characters in any video
Yes.
game. It's
Yes.
it's so good. I love this game.
Can't
But
believe
yeah,
Philly
great
Fleetle's in
character,
this
too.
game. It's crazy.
yeah. But Lock 27
Yes.
for you.
Yes, my 27 is a game that came out not that long ago. That's why my list is not that good anymore. The other numbers. It's a game that came out in December 2023, but its developer has a bit of an issue because the developer of this game is Owlcat Games. They're making the new Expanse game, right? And in 2023, they came up with Rogue Trader, which was a great CRPG set in the 40k Warhammer universe. But every game Owlcat releases completely broken. And the same thing happened with Rogue Trader. So it released December 2023. People who loved 40K played it, loved it, got great reviews, but it was completely broken. The last two acts didn't work. It was just the combat wasn't balanced. It was broken. So I only played this in 2025, last year. And it became one of the best stories I've ever seen in a game. It's huge. It took me over 150 hours, even longer than a lot of other games or a lot of other CRPGs. The universe, the 40k universe, is something I was never familiar with. I knew it existed, of course, but I was never familiar with the lore. But it is so interesting. It's brought in such a good way. It's brought in such an interesting way. The companions you have in this game, super unique, super interesting. All of them have great backstories, great side quests. The quest design in this game, the choices that you make, really heart-wrenching choices that have huge impact on the rest of the game, which is something a lot of games can't do. But because it's a CRPG, it can do that. So I think Rogue Trader is a very underrated game, but I think their developer Owlcat is going to be huge in 2 to 3 years when the Expanse comes out and they release it in a good state or they fix it or whatever. I think they are the new BioWare, Larian, whatever you want to call it, that people still don't know about. So Rogue Trader is my 27,
Interesting.
but I don't know. Yeah,
I've
you guys
never even heard of this game.
Yeah.
No, the only Warhammer game I have any experience with is Space Marine 2, which is an awesome third person shooter game. But I don't have
Yeah.
any. That's really the only experience I have in the Warhammer
Well,
lore.
think of it as Baldur's Gate 3 set in Warhammer. That's basically what it is.
That's cool.
But with way less production value, so less cutscenes, more text.
Yeah.
But that's basically what it is.
Nice.
Right.
Cool. Sean, what do you
All
got
right.
for your 26? Unless you have,
All right.
I know you're a huge Warhammer fan.
Oh yeah, always. I paint the figures every day. Painting those
Dude,
figures.
I was telling one of my coworkers he's into like painting Warhammer things. I'm like, it's one of those things I know I can't get into because I would become so addicted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same. Yeah.
But yeah,
All
Sean.
right. My next game is the first JRPG on my list of 30 through 21, and that is Star Ocean: The Second Story R. This is a remake of the second Star Ocean game. This game came out in 2023. This has like the 2D HD art style, but it's like a little different. It's very different than the Octopath 2D HD and the Live Alive. I think it's actually done a little bit better. I really love this game. The Star Ocean games are notorious for having two protagonists, and the story doesn't change much, but you get like the story from the two characters' eyes. You often travel together, but there's points in the game where the two protagonists will split up. So if you choose, for example, in this game, if you choose Claude, you play through Claude's side, and then if you choose Reyna, you'd play through Reyna's side. This game's really cool though because there's 14 different characters in the game, but the only two characters that are necessary for the party are the two main characters you choose from. All the other characters are recruitable and optional, so you can get through this game pretty quickly if you don't recruit anyone. You just play the main story. But then there's like I said, there's these side quests where you recruit these characters, and all the different characters have different classes. It's an action RPG when you get into the gameplay, so it's weird. It's like you encounter an enemy on the screen, and then it like transitions to a battle sequence, but within that sequence, it's not turn-based. You're like running around the battlefield, and it's action oriented. There's puzzles in the overworld. The overworld's gorgeous. I really like the diversity of the lands you go through. Like there's some where you get to go to like an ancient coliseum, and then eventually get to go to space. Though that's one of the really cool aspects of Star Ocean is that it's like a futuristic space world, but it's always there's like two sets. Like there's people who like live on these planets and they have no idea about all this space travel, and then you always end up like landing on a planet, and then that the character that lands there has for some reason can't get back to space, and it always ends up being like, oh, you recruit these people to help you get back to space, and then these people are like, whoa, look at this technology, it's crazy. But I really love this. Is my favorite Star Ocean game. This is a really good series. None of the games are like related to each other. They just take place all in the same like universe. But yeah, it's awesome. Like I said, the 14 main characters, I've platinumed it, so I have recruited them all. um I like Claude. He's my favorite main character. I didn't really like playing as Reyna. Even when I had to play as her as like the protagonist, when I had to choose her, I never would play as her in combat. I would always switch to someone else I like would recruit. But yeah, this game is sweet. I highly suggest it for a lot of people because I know some people were asking me about it, and I'm like, yeah, definitely. And shout out to Welch, who's like this teenage genius who works for this like professor, but ultimately the professor makes these like anytime he makes these machines or experiments, they ultimately fail, but he thinks he's a genius because Welch in the middle of the night will go down and like fix them, and then he's like, oh, I did it, I created this. And then you recruit Welch, and then anytime you go back and talk to him, he's like, for some reason I'm having a mental block and my machines aren't working anymore, but not realizing it's because you took Welch away because she went with you. Some of the stories are really compelling too, and there is a part in this game where a giant an enemy releases like almost like a giant bomb into the ocean, and there's a town on the ocean, and it gets completely wiped out from like a tsunami, and it is devastating because you get to go back there and you just see the ruins of people, and like you saw like someone like lost, like you were talking to this one couple and they were like really excited, they were celebrating their anniversary, and then the guy was like, yeah, I'm waiting for my wife, and then you come back there and he's dead and the wife is just there, and it's like really devastating. But the game's awesome.
Dude, I'm looking at the screenshots. This art style is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I remember editing this game for Maddie, and this was one of those JRPGs that I definitely want to play because the story sounded so interesting.
Star Ocean is so cool because, like I said, it's like you have like the space people, and then everyone on the planets has no idea. There's like the whole subsection of everyone in space, but most of the planets have no idea about the space travel. So when you land and they see their technology, it's like they're like mind blown. They're like, "What is going on right now?" Where they're still fighting with swords, and you have like a lightsaber, basically.
How long is this game?
It's not that long. It's like maybe 13, 14 hours. That's depending on
really.
Then that's with like not recruiting everyone, but like recruiting like 4 or 5 people. Like there's some that are a lot easier to recruit. Obviously, like you'll like the first couple recruitable party members. It's like it's kind of impossible to not recruit them because it's essentially it's like tied into the main story almost. Like you have to do like one extra thing to get them to recruit them. But there are some that are like really complicated to recruit. Like that girl Welch, like I was talking about, she's really difficult to recruit.
Dude, if it's only that long, I might. I am in love with it.
It's really good, and the gameplay is super fun because it's super quick, action based, and you can switch on the fly. You can switch between your characters like on the fly.
Huh. Yeah,
and I'm telling you, you get to the Coliseum. There's a big tournament. Hodge, there's a big tournament at the Coliseum, and it's awesome.
Tournament of Power.
Yeah,
dude, this art style is blowing my mind. It is.
Yeah, beautiful. It's a great game. I freaking loved it. It was one of my favorite games of 2023.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this one because that is gorgeous. Yeah. All right, Locke. Unless you got something else, I can go to my next one.
No, go ahead. Yep.
All right, my number 26, is a game that I have played and beaten twice because I absolutely love it, and that is Tinykin. I've talked about this on this podcast before. I know I earned the platinum, I think like last year or something, and then I beat it again. I played it originally on Xbox years before that, but it's just this. I just absolutely love the art style. It's one of those games that always it's even when I was getting frustrated trying to find everything because I 100% this game, I had a smile on my face because it's just so comfortable of a game, I think is the best way to describe it. It's just this beautiful like 2D 3D game where all the characters are these little 2D like creatures, but you're in a 3D world, and it's very Pikmin in the sense that you find these little things that are called Tinykin, and based on their color, they do certain things. Like the blue ones, you place in a line and they can conduct electricity. Then red ones do something, yellow do something, and it's just one of those games that it like I like Pikmin. I played it for the first time this last year. I liked it. It wasn't like my favorite, but Tinykin, I absolutely love this game. I really hope they make another one. Like again, it's just one of those comfort food type games where it's a very, I think I platinumed it in 7 or 8 hours. Like it's a very, very short game, and you have to collect everything to get the platinum. So it takes a while to find everything. So if you really didn't do that, it'd probably be a 3-4 hour game. It's a very, very quick game, but I absolutely love this game, and I think everyone should play it if you are into this type of game. Obviously, if you're not, then you'll hate it. But yeah, I loved every moment of this game, and I wish I could get the platinum again. It's one of those games where it's like I wish I could erase the platinum and earn it again, kind of thing. But yeah, absolutely love this game. Tinykin, recommend everyone play it.
Yeah, great game. Definitely heavily inspired by Pikmin, but it has its own spin on it. Really fun indie game.
Yeah,
I never heard of it, but I just looked it up while you were talking about it. Looks cool. Yeah, looks interesting. Looks really cool.
yeah, a little Honey I Shrunk the Kids. I mean, which is Pikmin, because obviously Pikmin, they're little tiny people on planet Earth. But yeah, it's a very, very fun game that'll have like a dumb smile on your face because it's just a very cute and like comfort game. So yeah, I really, really love this game. So I
Nice.
recommend it. But yeah,
Nice.
Locke, you're up next.
Yes, my number 26 is a sequel that came out in 2010, and it's Mafia 2. Um, Mafia 1 was a great game that came out on PC, and I want to say Xbox. I don't think it came out on PlayStation at the time. And Mafia 1 was a very special game because it was one of the first open worlds alongside GTA 3 that was actually open world when Mafia 1 came out. So it was really Mafia 1 and GTA 3 that set the bar for open worlds. And then when Mafia 2 came out, it was a very different kind of game than Mafia 1. Because Mafia 2, first of all, it took place in the in the 1940s. So during World War II, so you start off in World War II. But what Mafia 2 did so great is in its opening levels, it plays with seasons. It takes place in a city, and the city changes when the seasons change. So you start off in winter, close to Christmas. There's snow everywhere. There's Christmas lights everywhere. And when you progress through the story, you see the seasons change in the winter. People get older, of course. So it was a very special game in that regard. The gameplay, very simple, cover based shooter, very simple. But it was the story in Mafia 2 that was really, really special. You basically have your main protagonist Vito, and he has his friend Joe, and you follow these two throughout the years to see where they end up. But I don't want to say anything more because I don't want to spoil it. But great game, fantastic game.
I need to play the Mafia series because I am so interested in like the mafia and the mob, and I love the Sopranos, and I'm like so interested in like that whole world that I need to play the series. My brother-in-law, who's not huge into video games, really likes this series.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Well, you could start with the Old Country, which released last year. It's a good story.
Yeah, I have a Mafia Definitive Edition. I've been meaning to play it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. The only Mafia game I have that have loved is the Godfather game from back on PS2. That game was incredible.
Great.
I absolutely love that game. But I do want to give this. I've never played a Mafia game, so I really want to. Since I have definitive edition, I really want to play it. But yeah,
great games.
For sure. All right, we'll get to my number 25 then. My number 25 is a game I've talked about. It's Mario Superstar Baseball from the GameCube. This is my first kind of party sports game on here. I freaking love this game. I put hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game with me and my friends when we were kids. The roster is super expansive. You have the standard Mario characters, but then you have the plethora of all the recurring side Goombas and Koopas and Toads, and it's super fun. Me and my friend Donnie would used to play 7 game series of this, and we would keep track of the stats on paper, and we would keep the same team, same lineup. Never forget the day I stole home on him to win the game with Yoshi. Freaked out. It's like 4 in the morning. My mom starts yelling and screaming, "Shut up! I'm trying to sleep." It was awesome. So many cool different stadiums to play in. You got Mario Stadium, you have the DK one where there'd be like Congos, like Congo barrel, the Donkey Kong barrels, flying through the field. The Wario field would have like it was almost like set in like a downtown area. Daisy Cruiser, which randomly during the day, like a they would be like the during the day there would be like cruise ship workers walking around like setting up tables for people to sit at, so like they're in the outfield and you have to like avoid them. But then at night, like a giant goober blooper could jump on and like tilt the field, so it was easier to hit home runs to right field. This game was super fun, super fantastic. There's like a competitive scene to this game to this day too, like people do like play this game competitively. I really enjoy it. Shout out to my favorite outfield lineup where I have Yoshi in center, Diddy in left, and DK in right field. Shout out to this game. Game is awesome.
I feel like every GameCube game still has a competitive like field.
Yeah, it's because it was a niche audience.
Smash Bros. Melee and shit. Like, yeah.
Niche audience, that's why. But yeah, Mario Superstar Baseball, amazing game.
Looks cool, yeah.
Music is fantastic.
The only Nintendo baseball game I played was Wii Sports Baseball.
Worst awesome. Baseball game ever. Not really, but
I was gonna say rude. I love that game. But yeah, my number 25 is a game we actually mentioned earlier, and that is Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh,
nice. It's just as I said before, this game is just a perfect game in my eyes. Like it just the concept, which I never even really thought of with a game, of where there's basically a finite amount of enemies, and like you go into a room, there's a zombie in there, you shoot it, and you come back to that room later, the zombie's gone. You're like, oh crap, where'd he go? And you find him later in another room or just doing something, like pops out later, and it's so good. And I'm a puzzle. I love puzzles in games, and obviously Resident Evil is very puzzle heavy, of just knowing like that and having that thing of like, oh, I can't get into this room, I need this key, or I need this, that, or the other thing, and just knowing, oh, I'll be back for this later. And like I just love that gameplay. And then on top of it, it's like a terrifying game where Mr. X will come out at you from nowhere, or a zombie will be, around a corner, and the graphics are so good. It's got the very realistic, you shoot it and that the bullet hole appears on it there. Like it's not, it just reads everything right. I'm just so happy they remade it in the style they did, because I tried playing Resident Evil 1 in the tank controls and could not do it. But the way they remade this one, it's just perfect. I played through it back to back. I played both characters because I wanted to see both story, and they're mostly the same, but they have their differences. And obviously Claire goes through that orphanage and stuff, which is not in Leon's story and stuff like that. So they both have their differences, which make it worth playing through both of them. And yeah, I love this game, and it's what got me into the Resident Evil series. Unless I can't remember if maybe I played 7. No, I played this one before 7. Because I remember I'm one of those people who remembers where I was when playing a game. Like I can remember which apartment I lived in, and I remember I played RE2 in an apartment with an ex, and then 7 in an apartment after I broke up with that ex. So I remember
I have the same thing.
I remember that's how I played those games, which is how I know I did 2 first. But yeah, this game I'm now that I have my PS5 Pro, I think this game has a Pro enhancement. I can't remember. But either way, I want to play it again on PlayStation. I love this game. I played it in 2020, I believe, so a year after it came out, and I just really want to play it again. I might do it for Halloween this year or something. And yeah, this game, it just blew me away when I played it. Honestly, it's like this Dead Space remake are like tied for just, I mean, Alan Wake 2 is my favorite horror game, but those 2 remakes are just like some of the most perfect horror remakes ever. So yeah, RE2 remake, just adore this game. So that's my number 25.
Great pick. Fantastic game.
Yeah.
All right.
Sean, I can't remember. I know obviously Resident Evil is your dad's favorite, but I can't remember. Do you have much reverence for that series, or is
I've
it
played
just
1 through 4. That's it. Just the original one. Oh, I played the
Mm,
remake 2, remake 3, the PS4 GameCube, like the remake on GameCube that they released
mm,
on PS4. I played, and then I played the original Resident Evil 4, the PS4 port of the original Resident Evil 4. I like them. I understand why people love them. I want to play more of them though.
yeah? And then obviously Locke, you've talked about it and stuff, but if you want
Yeah.
to add anything to it, then you're next.
I fully agree with everything you said. Wonderful game. Great game. Glad it's on your list. Great game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to speed mine up a little because I have to go in half an hour.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we
I
can
did.
start.
We-
We can start.
Yeah, we've been going.
Yeah.
This has been a long episode.
No, but it's fun. It's really fun. I just
Yeah.
I have I have to I have a meeting. I can't miss.
Yeah.
But my number 25. I'm gonna keep it short because you've all played it. You've all loved it. Probably you've just watched this show. It's Fallout 3.
Great game.
Mm.
I love Sean. I know you like New Vegas more, which is what most people do, I think. But to me, I always love Fallout 3 more because it captured more of the essence of the first game. Even though a lot of people will disagree with me and say New Vegas captured the essence more, I think the beauty of Fallout 3 is that there aren't that many quests, but the quests that are there are all quality. Fallout 3 is the perfect example for me of quality over quantity. In the way it plays, in the way the locations are there, in the way the story evolves. The ending of the game is horrendous, bad ending, but
Yeah.
the rest of the game is beautiful. When you get out of the vault, seminal gaming moment. I feel like one of the most seminal gaming moments of all time. So great game. I love Fallout 3. I love all of them. I love New Vegas, of course. I love 4 even. I think
I
4
love
is a
4.
great
I
game.
love 4 as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nice. A lot of people have problems with 4. I never get the complaints, really. I love 4.
You knew what you were getting. You went into it expecting Fallout, and you got Fallout.
Yeah, exactly. Great story in 4 too. Like I think the story in 4 is amazing. So yeah, Fallout 3, great game. I
Yeah.
assume you both played it. Yeah.
Yeah, before Sean goes, yeah, I fell off both 3 and 4 just because of leveling issues. I didn't want to grind forever to catch up to the enemy levels. And but I loved the setting of 3 more than 4. 4 just I like the graphics because it was less green. It didn't have the Xbox 360 piss color of like filter. So that's really the only reason I liked 4 more than 3. But 3, it definitely had the better setting. I love the Liam Neeson kind of as your dad thing and all that. So yeah, 3. I need to go back to these at some point because Fallout has been. I love that setting more than I love the Elder Scrolls setting. I just love that post-apocalypse stuff better than because again, I'm not a big fantasy guy, so I love the post-apocalypse stuff and. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. But
Well, with a little bit of luck, we'll get that remaster at some point, and you'll be able to.
if we do, I will day one for sure.
Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
Same. Yeah,
definitely.
Same.
But Sean,
All right, my number 24 is Mega Man 5. Now, this is the 5th game of the Mega Man franchise. Came out for the NES. It is pretty crazy that this game was an NES game in 1992 after the Super Nintendo, 93 in America. So years after the Super Nintendo came out, and that it runs on the NES because like this game is so much more advanced than Mega Man 1, which was also an NES game. The Mega Man games are super fun. I mean, everyone kind of knows that you beat the boss, you get their weapons. There's like an order for it because certain bosses are weak to other bosses' weapons. 5 for some reason just kind of stuck out to me as I don't know why. I think it was just the boss design. Like I really love Charge Man. And I like Wave Man a lot. Those are 2 bosses in there. Gravity Man's really cool. They're all like awesome bosses. I just love Mega Man in general. So Mega Man 5 to me is my favorite of that original, of all the Mega Man games. But yeah, Mega Man 5. I think it's more the stages too, where perfectly designed. And like I said, Charge Man, super cool. Stone Man, not so much. And they have Napalm Man. Like the bosses in this game overall, I think were highest quality. Yeah, Mega Man 5.
yeah, I've never really had any reverence for Mega Man. I know I had a couple of them on PlayStation back in the day. I don't know if they were collections or something, and I played them and they were fine. But Mega Man's never been one I've really been super big into. But
It's so funny because all the people that are close to me who I work with, Colin, Maddie, Brad, they all love Mega Man, and I've never played a Mega Man
They're
game.
really
Pretty
good.
much.
They're really, really
Yeah,
good.
people keep telling me they look cool. Whenever I see them, they look cool. Whenever I have to edit a video with Mega Man, it always looks cool. But I don't know how I missed it. Like what
They
was it
weren't
on?
incredibly popular when they came out. Like they didn't really sell that
Oh,
great. But they came
okay.
out very quickly. Like Mega Man 5
Hmm.
came out like I think like 9 months after 4. Like
Oh
they
wow,
like turned them around very quickly.
nice,
yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Well, they look cool.
Yeah. I'm excited for the new one coming out next year.
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully it's good. My number 24 is a game that I've discussed at length, especially in the past year, and that is Hogwarts Legacy.
Hollywood.
I fell so in love with it. So when it first came out, I fell off because I think again it was around when basically 2023 was a horrible gaming year for me because I was in school almost the entire year, and so I was working full time, going to school at night. So I just barely gamed that year. So I think Hogwarts Legacy, I think it came out like March of that year, which is right before I started
Yeah,
school. So I
February.
played it for a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, so I played it for a little bit and fell off because of school. And then this last year, I was like, you know what? I made it my resolution of 2025 was to play it again. And I just couldn't put it down. I was so obsessed with this game. Obviously, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I have the Deathly Hallows tattooed on my leg. I absolutely love that series. So wandering like a life size scale Hogwarts was so cool. The plot of this game is fine. The open world is fine, but going around Hogsmeade and Hogwarts is so awesome that I just absolutely loved it. I loved earning this platinum. It never felt like a slog. I think it was only like a 30-hour platinum too. It's not like the longest thing in the world, but yeah, I absolutely love this game. It's really not even that the gameplay is so. I mean, the gameplay is really good, but it's not really about that. It's really just my love of Harry Potter, and this game. It just felt so. Which is like I said. With Fable coming out, it just feels so magical, like mystical. And I really hope that Fable has that Hogwarts Legacy vibe of just feeling like a comfortable magic game. And that's really what I loved about it. So that's why I'm excited for Fable as well. But yeah, 24 Hogwarts Legacy for me.
I replayed it back in December. It's a fantastic game. It's one of the best
Mhm.
Ubisoft games there is. Or it's not from Ubisoft, but it's
Yeah.
the open
Yeah.
world template of Ubisoft. The way you can
Yeah.
explore the castle, perfect. Perfect. They can.
Mhm.
It's exactly what you think it should be when you read or watch Harry Potter. Right? It's
Yeah.
perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Great game.
And
Great pick.
that's hearing that noise of the ding of when you do Revelio and then
Yeah.
opening the scroll and having that Harry Potter it's just perfect.
It's so perfect. Yeah.
It tickles me in the correct ways.
Yeah. Beautiful game. Just a beautiful game. Beautiful
Yeah.
game.
Sean, if you have anything to add, otherwise, Locke, you were up.
Locke, you can go because I know we gotta make it quick. So why don't we just
Yeah.
start going?
Okay,
Yeah.
my 24 is Dragon Age Origins from 2011. Midnight had this on his list, so I'll keep it short because you've already talked about it. Great CRPG, but it was also on console, so not really a CRPG. Great game. I liked it more than Mass Effect. I love Dragon Age 1, so Dragon Age Origins more than any Mass Effect. Or no, that's not true. I like Mass Effect 2 more. But Dragon Age Origins was a great game. The last good game in the franchise. Every sequel after that became worse and worse and worse until we got to the Vilgard, and now it's dead, and we'll never see it again. But Dragon Age Origins was amazing. Great characters, great story. It was basically BioWare's Lord of the Rings. Took place in a fantasy world. The production value of this game was fantastic, beautiful, great cutscenes, iconic characters. You can tell how iconic it is because even in a field game like the Vilgard, they still brought up every single character and event of Dragon Age Origins. So if you haven't played this game and you want to get into CRPGs, this is a great starting point because it kind of melts console gaming with PC gaming. Great game. I love Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah, that's just it's such a blind spot for me because again, I'm
Same.
not really huge into fantasy, but I know I replayed or I finally played Mass Effect 1 a couple years ago and I absolutely loved it. So I'm sure BioWare back in its prime or peak was just amazing. So I have no doubt that this game is awesome, but I'd rather do Mass Effect than Dragon Age for sure.
Sure.
That's
I
just
get
me.
that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But Sean.
All right. My next game is a game I've talked about before, so I'll keep it really short. It's Dr. Mario 64. This is a game I play all the time. It's my favorite of the Dr. Mario games. I think it's a perfect puzzle game. Super fun. I literally talked about it probably 2 weeks ago. Well, like 2 episodes ago. So I don't really have to say
Yeah.
much more. Just Dr.
I
Mario
think it was your
64.
I think it was your SMH game.
Yes, it was my
I can't
SMH
believe you
game on
put
the
that one.
Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Mario 64 is just an amazing, amazing game. Perfect
Yeah.
puzzle game. Great music too.
Yeah. I just again, I love puzzles. So I've actually never played Dr. Mario. I know it's kind of like Tetris, but a little different.
I think it's a
So
little bit
I'm
better.
like yeah. So I really I need to play it at some point, but yeah, I have no
Dr. Mario
experience with this
64.
game. Yeah. I know it's on the Switch, so
Yep,
I
that's
can
where I
play it.
play it.
My number 23 is, again, we don't have to go too deep into this, but it's Uncharted 2. So again, it's so hard to choose between the Uncharted games. Like, but 2 is just the one that always stuck out to me. Going down into the mountain and doing all the fighting the Yetis and stuff. I just absolutely loved all of that. The train sequence obviously is iconic for that series, but honestly, I don't know if I love this game more than 3 and 4. It's because again, it's a tie, but I didn't want to do all 3 in my top because, as we said, we're kind of doing the one from a series. So really, it's the Uncharted series, but 2 is just the one that always has stuck out to me. So that's what I'm going with. But again, it's a tie between 2, 3, and 4. They're all so good. But yeah, Uncharted 2 is what I'll go with.
It's so funny that all of us had an Uncharted game in our
All different ones today. Too. All different ones.
Yeah.
And it's funny that Midnight's not here because he's never played an Uncharted game, which he really needs to change. He really needs to change that. They're so good.
Yeah, he'll love them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I don't know anyone who's played them who doesn't. They're so good.
Except for I think maybe if you play the first one now, it might be a little bit dated, but the other ones he'll love the other ones.
Yeah, we basically said just to watch a recap on it because I don't think it's dated, I could play it, but again, I played it back in the day, so if people really do have that complaint, then just go watch a recap and start with 2. But you have to play 2 through 4. They're so good. So good.
Yeah, definitely.
But
my 23 is a game that came out in 2020, but it really came out in 2023, and that's Cyberpunk 2077. When it launched in 2020, it was a broken mess. I didn't enjoy it. Well, I did enjoy it. It was okay, but it wasn't great. When they relaunched it in 2023 and they added the DLC, Phantom Liberty, that's when this became one of my favorite games of all time. Phantom Liberty, I think, is the best DLC any company has ever made. It's the way the characters move, the way the characters interact with you. Bethesda can learn or should learn everything, and so should Obsidian from this game. I think it's the perfect first-person RPG. It's not the best one, but I think it's the most mechanically perfect one after all the patches and the 2.0 update. I think the story is great. I think it looks incredible on PC, even on the PS5 Pro or Xbox or whatever you want to use. Maybe not the Switch. It looks incredible on any device. It's amazing. The combat is great. The diversity in the combat mechanics is amazing. The choices you can make in the story are great. Great story, great characters, great music, great game. I love it.
Nice. Yeah, this is one of those where I tried it twice and fell off twice, but the first time I fell off just because I wasn't super enjoying it. The second time I fell off because cops just randomly started shooting me. But but both of these were before the 2023 update. So with it updated, I kind of I need to give it a third try because
they changed everything about it. Like you should give it another try. It's
because I've said this before, but what is it called? Liberty City or no?
Midnight.
Is it Liberty?
Phantom Liberty?
The city is called, the actual city.
Night City.
Yeah, Night City. It is one of the coolest settings in any game I've ever seen. It feels so alive and so lived in. Like, it is perfect. So I really want to give it a try because I love it, and I love the cyberpunk stuff. Obviously, like I really want to give this game another shot. I haven't, and I will get around to it eventually because, again, it is a beautiful game. But I played it before it was fixed, so I want to play it now that they've revamped it. So I will.
They even changed all the skills and stuff. So it really, the story is still the same, but the rest is a completely different game. You'll probably love it way more now. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I'll give it another try eventually because
Did,
I
did
want
you?
I want to love it. I do. I want to love this one.
Yeah. Did you play it, Sean?
Yeah, I played it.
Or
Yeah, I
not?
think it's phenomenal.
Oh.
I think it's
Oh, okay.
fantastic. One of the best Western RPGs I've ever played. In terms of not in terms of quality, it's not one of my favorite games, but just from a
Sure.
quality standpoint, I played it
Yeah,
after the
yeah.
2023 update, so it was awesome.
Nice.
All right, with that said, we'll get to my number 22, and that is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. This is the Crash Team Racing remake from 2019. I've put this is one of the only games that I actually really got into multiplayer wise. Like I put over 1,000 hours in 2019 into this game to the point where I was ranked in the top 50 in the world in this game online. It was ridiculous. I was playing in these tournaments where I was playing with the best players in the world. It was amazing. I freaking love this game. It is so mechanically like difficult. You have to like, really master this game to get good at it. It's not luck based like a lot of Mario Kart is, where this game is all skill based. I was I was among the first people to get the platinum in the game. I was among the first people to get the 100% on Xbox in this game. Um, just an outstanding kart racer. I do kind of miss that 2019 competitive edge I had playing this game. I was so into it every single freaking day, going on and just playing online. And it was like the same people. You get mad. You're playing with the same people every single day. The number one guy in the world was Velo's Toes was his name. He was super good, and I remember I beat him a few times, and I was like, "This is insane! I cannot believe I beat him." But yeah, I was ranked in the top 50 in the world in this game. My main go to was Small Norm. Love playing as Small Norm. Yeah, super fun game.
That
Yeah.
sounds great. Yeah.
I really loved this game. I obviously I'm more all my friends play Mario Kart, so that's pretty much why I play Mario Kart. But I did play the Nitro version of this. I know I played it back in the day too, but I didn't play it as much. But I beat the Nitro one when it came out, and it's incredible. It's such a good card game. I really love this game.
Yeah.
It's a great pick.
Small Norm.
But but my number 22 is a game we have talked about on here before, and I'm kind of cheating with this one because I had Bioshock at number 1, but this is Bioshock Infinite. It's on par honestly with Bioshock, but I just have so much reverence for the first one that I just put this one in my top 25 rather than top 5. But this one also has the greatest, in my opinion, DLC of all time in Burial at Sea. It's part 1 and 2. They're both phenomenal in my eyes. 2 is way better, but they're both incredible. I just absolutely love this game. I remember the ending the first time I played it back in 2013 being like, I have no idea what just happened, and having to go do like research online to see like what am I missing, like what, and then finding out. I mean, I understood the basic of it, but like really in-depth analysis of it, I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. And again, DLC is incredible, so I just love the Bioshock world. I cannot wait for Judas. I am so excited for that game. I hope it's incredible.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Bioshock Infinite. I know this was in your top lock, but
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
I agree. Wonderful, beautiful game. You're right. Again, one of the best DLCs of all time. Very at sea, great, beautiful game. Yeah. There's so much to say about this game, and so little time, but it's great. You're right. It's wonderful.
Yeah, we'll have to have you back. I want to do DLCs for the Bioshock games before Judas comes out. We will have to.
Oh, nice.
We'll have to do that at some point.
Nice.
But yeah, Locke, you're up next.
My number 22. We talked about it a little bit earlier when you guys were talking about Halo, because for me, Half-Life 2 is the best shooter of all time. Came out in 2004. It kickstarted online. Well, not really, because Counter-Strike was before this, of course, but it kickstarted the Source engine, which is what basically every game since has been using on Steam. But mostly it launched Steam. Half-Life 2 came with Steam, and I remember back in the day, I bought it in the store, I brought it back home, and everyone was mad because you had to install this weird little launcher with it, and you had to connect to the internet, which was stupid because it was a single-player game. But that was the first time when everybody installed Steam because it came with Half-Life 2. But great story. Half-Life 2 is one of the best shooting mechanics. Have any of you guys played it? The gravity gun, does that ring a bell? You've never played it?
No.
Okay.
I played it briefly, but I've never beaten a Half-Life game, which I need to change.
You love Portal 2, Hodge. Half-Life 2 is going to be higher up in your list than Portal 2. They take place in the same universe. have Portal 2 borrows borrows there's so many Half-Life references in Portal 2. They take place in the same universe. So Half-Life 2, the AI in Half-Life 2 is still amazing. I replayed it a couple of months ago. The AI in this game is incredible. Like, enemies flank you, they hear you, they can work together. It's
Wow.
crazy. The weapons in this game, you get a gravity gun. You can basically pick up any object in the game world. You can shoot it at enemies. You can chop them in half. You can dismember them. This game is beautiful, fantastic. There is a reason why the world went crazy when they thought Half-Life 3 was happening. It's going to
Yeah.
keep happening until it's actually real.
Yeah.
But Half-Life 2 is amazing. I hope maybe they release a remaster or whatever. Sean, I hope you play it one day. I think you'll like it a lot.
I plan on playing it eventually. It's on the list to
Yeah.
play. I gotta play Portal first, though.
Sure, yeah.
It's just one of those blind, because again, I was never like really a big PC gamer. I had a PC as a kid, but we had like Wolfenstein 3D and like 2 other games. So like I was never a big PC
Sure.
guy. So that's why it's just always been a miss for me. It's not
Of course.
any hatred towards it. It's just literally it's never been on my
Of course.
lap kind
Well,
of thing. So
And of course, the orange box, Half-Life 2, Episode 2, Team Fortress 2, have Left 4 Dead 2. Best
Yeah.
deal in gaming of all time.
oh, dude, the orange boxes. That's what got me into Portal. Yeah, I bought
Yeah,
that. But I
exactly,
just never played the Half-Life on it because I knew it wasn't the first one, and I want to.
Sure,
And obviously, I want to play all of it, not just
of
the one.
course.
So, but yeah,
Of course.
yeah, incredible. Sean, your last
All right.
one.
My number 21 is, I'll keep it short and sweet because I've talked about this game before. That is Super Mario World. This is the best 2D Mario game. One of the best 2D platformers of all time. I love this game. It was one of my earliest gaming memories is watching my dad and sister play this game because they would boot it up all the time. It's one of my dad's favorite games of all time, so he would play it all the time as a kid. When I was a kid, even in like the mid 2000s, he was cranking out the SNES and just booting up Super Mario World and being like, "All right, we're gonna play through the game tonight," and he would just play through it. And I love this game. I think the map is so cool. It was one of the first like 2D. I mean, Super Mario 3 did, but it took the Mario 3 like overworld and just took it to the nth degree of the entire island to explore. Um, Music's fantastic. The level design's awesome. This introduced the Boo Houses too, and I love the Boo Houses. This is also one of the first games where Yoshi appeared before this in some of these weird spin-off games, but this is one of the first games with Yoshi in it, and it was super fun to play with Yoshi riding around in the dinosaur. So many levels. Like it went from here you have your standard 8 worlds, 4 levels each, to now you have like so many levels to choose from. Secret exits. My favorite power up in any Mario game, the cape, was introduced in this game. I love that. Yeah, Super Mario World, just a fantastic game. Really made the SNES super successful right at launch. So yeah, Super Mario World.
Nice.
Yeah, I never owned a Super Nintendo. I only played at like my cousin's house, but I was playing Switch with my friends the other weekend, and we decided to throw this on, and they were really good at it, and I sucked. Like they still remembered it so well, and I'm like sitting there struggling. But yeah, it is a great game, and obviously it has the reverence it deserves. So, very good.
Yeah.
My 21 last game on our list for this week is another game by a studio I love named Remedy, and that is Control. I cannot wait for the sequel this year, but Control, it's their best gameplay game. Playing with those psychic powers is some of the most fun I've ever had playing a game. I just platinumed it earlier this year just because I wanted to. I've beaten it twice on Xbox, and I decided, let's earn the platinum. Might as well, because with Resident coming out this year, I just wanted to get back into that world. And this game is it is incredible. Like the fact that you can basically pull off any part of any wall or ground or whatever and throw it at people, like it's just a technical marvel. And it sucks. I remember it was busted on PS4 at launch, but I absolutely love this game. Everyone knows who listens to this. Remedy's by far my favorite studio right now. I love every game I even love Quantum Break. I've never played Max Payne. I'm excited for those remakes. I really want to try
they're
those.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm so excited to give those a whirl. But yeah, Alan Wake 1 and 2, Quantum Break, Control, all 10s to me. Like I love Quantum Break. I don't give a crap. I know it's not as good as the others, but I still absolutely love that game.
It's a great game.
It's so good. But Control is their best gameplay. It's just Alan Wake is obviously my favorite series. But yeah, Control, so good. Cannot wait for Resident. So that is my number 21.
Great pick. Can't wait to replay it too. That I definitely want to replay Control before the sequel comes out. Great game, fantastic game.
Yeah. All right, you're up. Last one, Locke.
Okay, well, my number 21, I'm going to keep it very short because I've talked about this game so much over the past year. It's going to be in my top 5 if we ever revised it. It's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. One of my favorite games of all time, came out a year ago this week. Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Great game. I love it. I love this game. Top 5 game of all time. If you like The Witcher, if you like Red Dead 2, play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I guarantee you will love it. It will be one of your favorite games of all time.
I'll give it a try one day. I got to. Just because of how much I heard everyone loves it.
It's an amazing game.
Yeah.
My sister's fifth favorite game of all time.
Oh, hell yeah.
My sister's fifth favorite game. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to, just because I remember when I watched your video, Locke, on the first one, where you recap the first one, that alone made me want to play it. I'm like, God damn, I need to play this game. So eventually, it's not high on my list, unfortunately, because I have so much so much I want to play. But if this is ever like a PS Plus game or anything like that, I will 100%. But I will buy it eventually if not. But I definitely do. I have to give this game a try.
My sister built a PC for this game.
Oh,
because she played Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 on Switch and fell in love with it, and she's like, I'm building a PC, and she built one just for this game.
The first one is getting a remaster next month, I think, or in 2 months. So if you want to get into it from the ground up, you can play the first one too, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that for sure, because I did watched your recap, so I was like, maybe I'll do that, but yeah, we'll see. But I have to give this second one a try, just because of how much reverence people have for it. I have to give it a shot. So
nice. Oh yeah.
But yeah. Quickly before we wrap up, everyone just want to say their list quick, and then we'll get Locke out of here so he can get to his other stuff.
Yeah,
more important.
I gotta go too. I'm
no, this is way more fun. This is way more important. I'm so sorry because normally I don't want to break off early.
No, don't worry about it.
But I didn't know we were gonna.
This is our longest episode by a long time, like a long.
Yeah. Oh really? Oh,
I think our longest episode was like 205 or something. So this is gonna be almost 3
hours. I gotta get going too. So real quick, we'll just recap my list real quick. It's number 30, Halo 3, number 29, Last of Us Part 2, number 28, Uncharted 4, number 27, GTA 5, number 26, Star Ocean Second Story Remake, number 25, Mario Superstar Baseball, number 24, Mega Man 5, 23, Dr. Mario 64, 22, Trash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, and number 21, Super Mario World.
All right. Mine was 30, Midnight Walk, 29, Battlefront 2, or Star Wars Battlefront 2, 28, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, 27, Portal 2, 26, Tinykin, 25, RE2 Remake, 24, Hogwarts Legacy, 23, Uncharted 2 and 3 and 4, 22 is Bioshock Infinite, and 21 is Control.
Nice. I had 30, South Park, The Stick of Truth, 29, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, 28, Uncharted 3, 27, Rogue Trader, 26, Mafia 2, 25, Fallout 3, 24, Dragon Age Origins, 23, Cyberpunk 2077, 22, Half-Life 2, and 21, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, listeners, leave us a comment. Leave us leave us your list if you'd like. We'd love to hear from you. But yeah, it's a fun episode. Locke, final thoughts?
Thank you for having me. Sorry it was so long. I didn't know it was your longest episode ever. I think we talked a lot in the first part, but I loved it. I thought it was really great. I hope to be back someday. You guys are awesome. It's the only podcast I listen to apart from Someone's Sound. I think you guys are awesome. I think you guys are great. You're a great host. You're doing wonderful. I hope you grow much more. You deserve it. You're wonderful people. You're great podcasts. I love you both. You're wonderful. Done.
Thank you, Locke. We appreciate it. Hodge, final words.
Yeah, thank you again for coming on. We always love having you on the show. But yeah, I love doing these lists. Obviously, I love talking about our greatest games of all time. You don't have to apologize for being the longest episode. I think people are going to love. They're going to be like, "Oh, what 3-hour GOP? Let's do it." So I'm happy that we were able to. I couldn't even imagine how long it would be if Midnight was here. So, but yeah, I love having you on. I love chatting with you about games and stuff. So obviously, we'll have you on again soon. But yeah, love doing these lists. Love talking our favorite games. Can't wait to get to like 100. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, that's all I got.
Thanks, Locke, for joining us. Everybody, say bye.
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 Losers quit when they fail. Winners fail until they succeed. The Patriot way. End show.